where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising,
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Toon review for tonight's Champions League watch-along between, of course, Newcastle United and Borussia Dortmund. Now, as you can see, I am not at the game. Unfortunately, I couldn't get there. My back is still not right, and obviously, Parkinson's is taking its toll on me at the minute, so unfortunately, I'm unable to go to the game. However, next best thing is, of course, doing the game with me, Al Mucker, Mr. Billy Bob Trey. It's the next best thing, and it's like we're there when we're commentating. So I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm gutted, but at the same time, I still get to watch the lads, and that's the main thing. And I get to commentate with Billy for you guys. So it's certainly the next best thing. How we doing, Billy? Your mic's off, buddy.
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay, mate. I'm okay. Is the stream looking better now?
Yes.
Good. Well, we may as well get straight into it. Tonight, if you do enjoy the watch-along, guys, don't forget to please hit the thumbs up button. Vitally important to the channel that we keep the likes coming. And, of course, if you're new and you like what you see on the Toon Review, we are heading towards 25,000 subscribers. With your help, we will get there sooner rather than later. So please do hit the subscribe button, which is free to do so, and also the notification bell, which will let you know when we go live like this or we upload any recorded videos. You can become a member of the Toon Review if you do so wish by hitting the join button just underneath me and Billy. That is something that John Adams has already done tonight. Thank you so much to John for that. Welcome to Members Club, John, and thank you very much. And Big Ass Bloke, thank you very much for gifting 5 memberships straight off the belt. Thank you so much for your generosity. And they have gone to MREL, NUFC, Secret Carper, Stephen Kent, Scaramanga, and Big Dog. So, well, that's interesting. Big Dog and Big Ass Bloke all getting membership. Thank you very much, Big Ass Bloke. That is very kind. And those guys have a month's free membership, and they can continue that if they do want to do so at the end of the month, of course. You can donate to the channel as well if you do so wish. It really does help the channel with equipment, etc. So if you have anything to spare, you're feeling generous, you get your comment read straight out as well. Please hit the super chat button, which is down at the bottom of the live chat. That will take you through and to make a payment. And as I say, you get your comment read straight out as well. It is subscriber only tonight. If you do wish to put a comment in, as I say, I trust our subscribers not to put any spoilers in the chat. So that is why we put it on subscriber only. So please, if you want to take part, please do come and subscribe to the channel. Right, let's get into it, Billy Bob. Let's have a look at the lineup for tonight. This is how the Toon Army lineup ahead of the game. We have Nick Pope in goal, a back four of Trippier, Lascelles, Shea, and Byrne. A midfield three of Bruno Longstaff and Joe Linton. And the front three, as we predicted, Billy, it's Almiron, Gordon, and Isak. Tonali is on the bench.
Yeah, it's a full house for us again, isn't it? I mean, all three of us predicted this lineup, and there it is. It was the most likely one. Almiron coming in to replace Murphy for Saturday's fantastic performance.
Yeah.
And he's actually started instead of Wilson, and they're the two positions that have changed, and it looks a very good side, doesn't it? Let's hope Mr. Joe Linton is back to his best tonight after that bit of rusty knocked out of him Saturday.
Indeed. Trolls, thank you for gifting a membership. That is incredibly kind. And that membership went to Stephen Stoko. So congratulations, Stephen. You've got that gift of a month's membership and the option to continue. Wolves F1, thank you very much for your €2 super chat. 2-1 Newcastle. So thank you very much. Obviously, a Wolves fan there cheering on the Toon tonight. Thank you so much. Right, the opposition line up like this. They've got Kobel, Schlotterbeck, Ben Sabeni, Nemecha, Royce, Fulkrug, Hummels, Wolf, Sabitzer, Marlon, and Emre Can. Brandt not in the starting lineup and not on the bench, Billy.
No, it must be an injury. And they look a bit more defensive-minded now with Sabitzer coming in for Brandt.
Yeah.
Which we didn't predict last night. We predicted Can and who was the other one, Nemecha, as their double pivot. Now they have Sabitzer in there as well. So that are they coming for a point? Low block, perhaps.
Well, it's incredible, isn't it? I mean, who would have thought that Bayern Munich would come to Newcastle, Billy, and play defensively?
I don't think Bayern Munich have, but Borussia Dortmund probably have done, yes.
Yeah. Who did I say?
Bayern Munich.
Bloody hell. Why the hell would I say Bayern Munich?
You've gone forward to the semi-finals already.
I have, mate. Yes, indeed. That's it. We will be playing in the semi-finals, of course. There's member donations flying around here. Indeed, they are. We've had so many people join the membership scheme, so it's incredible. 12th Man Toon says, told you, Paul, that we'd batter Palace, by the way, mate. Yes, you did, Paul. Thank you very much. And very strong words about Tonali as well. But interesting, Billy, no ban has come through. Again, loads of videos saying it's going to be a 10-month ban, but we're not doing anything until it's official.
No, tomorrow, I think it's definitely going to be tomorrow. Absolutely. And I think we're going to go live when it happens, aren't we? To discuss it and what that means for us. But the kind of rumours seem to be that it is going to be 10 months, which is a result for us, I think.
Indeed. Let's just take a look at the bench while we're on, guys, because we've got Dubravka, Karius, Dummett, Tonali, Wilson, Target, Hall, Livramento, Murphy, and Joe Willock.
Nice to see Joe Willock on the bench.
I mean, I didn't expect Joe Willock to be there, Billy, if I'm openly honest.
It's a bit unfair on Ellie Anderson, and I don't really see the need for 3 full-backs on the bench.
Or 2 goalkeepers. When do you play? When do you need 2 goalkeepers?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Ellie Anderson has done nothing to deserve to be dropped from the bench altogether. You know, he's had a good
unless
season
he's
so
injured.
far.
Unless he's injured.
Unless he's injured, of course.
Yeah, I mean, we may get that through, but I'm with you. If he's not injured, I think it's very, very harsh because he's done so well this season. But he could be injured, of course. We'll just have to wait and see what the manager says on that. Jock Barr, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. He says, this will be my last watch-along for a couple of games. I'm having my lung operation on Friday, so I need a win tonight, lads. Jock, all the best, matey. We can only, thoughts and prayers are with you that you get through that okay, and that you're back with us very soon. But we will be thinking of you, Jock, and sending love from everyone here at the Toon Review. You'll be fine, mate. You'll pull through, and we'll look forward to getting you back on the watch-alongs.
100%.
12th Man 2 says, we have 2 keepers on the bench, yeah. Feel like Murphy earned a start. I mean, it's interesting, Billy, because we did discuss this about Murphy, didn't we? And we weren't sure, because is Murphy, was he expecting not to play today and take part on Saturday in the way he did? It's kind of strange, isn't it?
I think he was told Friday that he was playing Saturday and not Wednesday, and he'll probably be in for the Saturday game again. They're rotating between the two of them, it seems now. And it seems that Murphy's done enough to justify that now, especially with his performance Saturday. Because remember, we haven't seen Jacob Murphy for quite a while. It's been a while since we saw Murphy start. But Saturday's performance surely deserves him a rotational role. And fresher Miggy will be than Jacob Murphy. And I fully expect Murphy to be in Saturday.
Do you expect Willock to play any part, Billy, or is it just the fact that having him back on the bench?
I'd be kind of surprised, but needs made must. We get a midfielder injured.
Let's not forget he's a young lad, Billy. It's not like he's a veteran player here. He's still a young lad, and
it's not about legs for him as much. It's about technical, really. I guess it's he hasn't played a match for so long. It's going to be the rust in his legs like it was Joe Linton's.
Yeah, of course, Leicester City.
He's got pace, hasn't he? So
yeah. Paul Tully says, great to see Joe back. Why have two keepers and not have Elliot? Strange. Ash says maybe Elliot is not feeling well. Yeah, he may have an illness, he may have an injury. I'm sure we'll find that out over the course of the evening. Big Ass Bloke says, oh boy, I miss Willock. Let's get this game done 5-0 by half-time and get Willock on the pitch. If it's 5-0 at half-time, I think, I'll be drinking, Billy. I'll have the Southern, I'll have the Jack Daniels, Southern Comfort, whiskey, whatever it may be. I'll just have it. Just let's go. Party time.
That'd be an interesting second half if that's the case. I think I might join you.
Christ, yeah, the commentary might be a bit difficult. Who's that on the ball? Yeah. Max says, I think two goalkeepers are necessary as all teams do this. I don't think it's necessary. When have you ever needed? It's very, very rare that your substitute goalkeeper would come on and then your substitute goalkeeper get injured or sent off. It very rarely happens, but it is what it is. We'll have to see what Eddie says. Edward Gorn, thank you for your 1,000 yen. He says, middle of the night here, but how can I miss this? How are the lads? Thanks as always to the Toon Review for the commentaries. You're very welcome indeed. And thank you again, Edward, for that. Anderson might be injured or just knackered. Knackered in... I don't think he's knackered. But, yeah. No. Bald Geordie says, evening TTR family, I'm going for a 5-2 victory. Gordon hat-trick, Bruno and Cher scoring. Looking forward to your commentary, lads. How are the lads? Joe Linton says, thanks YouTube not sending me notifications. Well, I do apologize about that, Joe Linton, but unfortunately there is nothing we can do when it comes to the, we put our trust in them to do it. But hey, you know when the shows are on because we tell you when they're going to be on as well. Kenzie says, I walked through the Dortmund march before there, was crazy. I nearly got in 2 fights because their fans really don't like being filmed.
That'll be interesting then with certain people, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just a bit. You've got to be careful. Ian A says, you guys have competition tonight. Ali McCoist is on the commentary. Ian, give our, will you? We are better than anybody on the TV, right? And, yes, I am blowing our own trumpet because I have to. There's nothing better than turning the commentary off on your TV and listening to us. It's far more entertaining. We can say a lot more than they can on the TV, although the odd few Karens out there don't like the language. How you can, go to a football match and, but never mind. We'll
and although we all have Ali McCoy, let's not forget he is a Macum. Or was a Macum.
He is a Macum, Bill. Well, he was a Macum, but I must have to say, when I was there last season and I was in the box and Ali McCoy was just along from me doing the commentary, at the end of the game, I think it was one of the Carabao Cup games. I think it might have been the semi-final second leg. Yeah. He was in amongst the Newcastle fans when the TV broadcast finished. He was high-fiving all the Newcastle fans, and he speaks very, very highly of us on TalkSport. He loves the Newcastle fans. So credit to him.
He had his testimonial against us as well, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I don't think he had a great time at Sunderland, and maybe that's why he likes us so much.
Well, he didn't really, did he? I mean, he's not exactly classed as a legend in Sunderland, is he? He played for them for a little while. Yeah, very, very young. Very young. Lots of messages coming in from Jock, for Jock. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm sure those words will... Hang on a second. What's going on here?
I could hear something.
My stream decided to play some music, Billy Bob. I'm just going to make sure that I get the right stream on here and then turn the sound off. You know what I mean? Because, we get wrong for having the sound on. So let me just switch that off. Okay, that's sorted. Now, obviously, again, if you're watching the match on the TV, I'm watching TNT as well, but I'm watching it online, so I might be slightly behind the actual TV. So if you want to be in sync with me and Billy Bob, just wait till I say, if you kick off before I say we've kicked off, just pause your TV, wait for me to say, right, we're underway, and then you can watch it in sync with us as well. So that makes it a lot better as well. But that's only if you want to. But please, as usual, no spoilers in the chat. That's why it's subscriber only, because we trust our subscribers not to spoil it for everybody else, etc., etc. Wait till me and Billy have commentated on what's happened in the game, and then we can all talk about it in the chat. It's just being respectful to everybody else who's not actually watching the game and listening to the commentary. Not everybody can see the game, so please respect those and just wait till we've commentated on them. Thank you very much for that. Ash says, I think Almiron and Murphy deserve the start, but I think the way Dortmund defend, Almiron will do well. Well, the times I've seen Dortmund this season, Billy, they haven't exactly filled me with thinking, oh, God, we're in for a rough night. But just because we beat PSG by the way we did, that doesn't mean that it's going to be the same performance tonight against Dortmund, is it?
Absolutely not. German teams tend to travel better. They've got a better temperament than the French teams. Very professional, all German teams, as always, efficient. But they have got a lack of pace in the back four. Absolutely, they have. And it's something we can exploit tonight.
Ashley 80s is quite surprised Tonali isn't starting. I mean, it's an interesting one, Billy, isn't it? Because, but who would he leave out? That's the question. Because now Joe Linton's fit. We go on about how Joe Linton is, one of the first on the team sheet, and when he's at the top of his game, he's pure class. And you can't drop Sean Longstaff at the minute, not the way he's playing. And Bruno's at the very peak of his game. There's just nowhere to put him in.
No, there isn't. And we're going to have to do without him for the future. So why not start now? That's my opinion on it all. It's future. It's for the future. Next however months that he's going to be out for, we ain't going to be able to pick Tonali. So to me, it makes sense not to pick him now. And Joe Linton, as you say, needs some minutes in his legs.
Yeah. Exile Andy that's Laura Woods there. Big long leather jacket on tonight, Billy. She's dating a Geordie, isn't she? She's going out with somebody
from Love Island.
Up here.
Is it Love Island?
By
all accounts, I never watched it, but by all accounts.
Predator, member for 5 months. Hope you're well as well, matey. Evening, lads, and all TTR family. Hope you're well. Using my milestone message to wish Jock all the best for your operation and see you back here very, very soon. Thank you, Predator. That's very kind. Really is. What an incredible community we have on this channel, Billy.
Yeah, it's the best. Just the very best.
It is like a big family, isn't it? It literally is, because everybody gets to know everybody through the chat and of how long they've been with us and things like that. And it's just fantastic to see what lovely people and community that we have. Exile Andy Max says, what chance it's 1-1 after 75 minutes? Tonali comes on, smacks one in the top corner, a la Shah on 89 minutes. You have to dream, man. Just imagine. It'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? It'd make us more kind of soulful that he's gone now, wouldn't it? Well, yeah. I mean, if he scores a cracker like that, but what a way to sign off for a while, Billy. Fantastic. Undoubtedly. King Huddle says Woods is a gooner, so I'm not interested. Having said that, well, our dad's actually a Newcastle United fan, so that's quite right. He's a Geordie. So Les there with two Ferdinands there, Les and Rio, of course, not related. Are they related? Yeah, cousins. Oh, the cousins, aren't they? Right, okay. And John Regis, actually, the ex-winner. Really? So if John Regis was he? I'm pretty sure they're related. Yeah, pretty sure they are. Oh, wow. Dynamics Detailing says, there's what's her face? The Lindsay Hipgrave, who also works for TNT. She's in the crowd holding a flag right now, dancing around. I mean, she is a proper Geordie as well, but I think she came in size tonight. Sorry, gonna be lots of longing size tonight. Billy, calm yourself down. The girl on NBC as well. What's it, Kate? What's her name? Kate something or other. Kate Abdo on CBS. Yeah. They're brilliant, actually. I mean, I was watching them tonight while I was having my tea. They're just brilliant. And you can tell that, working for CBS to working from Sky, they are completely different. Jamie Carragher is a real character on there, along with Mika Richards. But when they're on Sky, they're not quite the same. They have to tone it down a lot, which is what I like about that Golazo show. It's brilliant. Gillian Heller is watching from Germany. I'm a Geordie, though, and going for 3-1. Well, I pronounced it Heller, so it could be Heller if you're Geordie. Why is my sound bouncing back on? Give our. Anyway, Gary says Anderson may have the big flu. The big flu, I take it, is the C word, but we'll see. We will see. Looking for a good 3-1 to the Toon. YouTube notifications coming or not. Sometimes they are lagging. Yeah, I know. It's Paul wants to know when is the cap making a return. Well, it's not quite cold enough to sit in my studio with the cap on at the minute. It will make a return at some point. I have my flat caps now, and Susan says I really suit them. So if my good lady says I suit them, then I am happy with that, no matter what grief I get when I come on here. But it's nice and snug in my studio at the minute. These studio lights that I have warm the place up in 5 minutes. It's like a sauna. There's a fish tank behind me green screen, so that's obviously heated up. So that's warm in the room as well. So I keep the radiator turned down in here, because if I had the radiator on as well, dear God, I mean, I'd lose a stone in weight doing every watch along, which is just impossible. Good old Four has been a member for 14 months. Thank you very much. Evening, guys. I don't often get to watch a live show because of my shifts, but I absolutely love this channel. 2-1 up the Toon. Thank you very much for that. Really kind. Lovely message there. Let's have a look, see if we can get any more. Daniil says you don't need subtitles for Billy and Paul. Well, sometimes you do. But Ian wants to know, Paul, can Billy do a Scottish accent?
Very possibly.
I think you can, wee man, aye?
On occasion.
Aye, just a wee bit I am blue. Made in Garters. Garters, Billy. There's been a murder. There you go. What's Longstaff's illness? He doesn't have one. He's playing tonight. Yeah, probably. We don't know if he's ill or not. We're waiting for the manager to confirm why he wasn't in the squad, which is a little bit strange. Please keep the subscriptions coming. We are looking to head towards the 25,000 mark, so please do hit the subscribe button if you're new. We've had a good few already in tonight, so thank you very, very much, and welcome to all our subscribers and, of course, new members of the channel. And please keep those super chats coming as well. King Hoddle says, City are playing young boys at the Wankdorf Stadium. I have nothing to add.
Let's hope City can pull it off tonight, then.
Do we really want City to pull it off, Billy? Or,
well, in that stadium.
I mean, young boys could pull City off, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's move on. Charlie says, would love to see Anthony Gordon behind the front too. He reminds me of a new age Peter Beardsley and wasted out wide. So good. That's an interesting thing, Billy, through the middle.
Yeah, I don't think pace is that important through the middle, is it? I think
no.
It's much more important out wide.
Well, look, he can play at various positions. We've seen it before. So, he's there, I suppose, as an emergency, isn't he? He can come in and do a job.
He does cut in as well, doesn't he, quite regularly? So,
yeah, absolutely. Ian said, I'd rather listen to Paul and Billy shove McCoist. Thank you. John's buzzing for the game. Williams travelling down to Newcastle tomorrow from Dunfermline. A win tonight will be icing on the cake. Certainly will. Apparently he's got the lurgy, nothing serious.
Sean Longstaff. Right.
No.
Yeah, he's on about Longstaff. I said he had a lurgy yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it doesn't affect him much on the pitch tonight. Cowgate Primary, Aussie Steve says, morning from down under. Isak hat-trick coming our way. Colin says he can't stand McCoist. His Glasgow accent. I think he's brilliant, mate. I think he's got a tremendous... Ali McCoist is one of those guys, Billy, that you would love to have a night out with, wouldn't you? Because you just know that it will be a laugh a minute.
I mean, aside from his little spell at Sunderland, I've always liked him. Obviously, Rangers and things like that. He was brilliant for them, and he's a character, isn't he? Like Question of Sport, things like that. Just a proper character.
Chippers, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, are you coming back as Prince in drag for Halloween, Paul? I don't get that. But then again,
last Halloween, you looked like Prince, didn't you?
Well, by the time the show finished, I did, yeah, because I looked like I started off as a vampire and ended up looking like Prince. Yeah. Shearer69, welcome to Members Club. I'm not sure whether that's a renewal, but thank you anyway for your support. Really appreciate it. Dylan Richardson, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. Tonali last game for 10 months. Gutted. How are the lads? Well, we don't know anticipated yet. 12 months. It's not definite yet. And, there's been no official confirmation of it. I know Fabrizio Romano put a tweet out earlier on today saying that was what he was trying to do. But that's what the lawyers are saying. But at the minute, until they make a decision, there's no official announcement on it yet. So we're not going to be stupid as to say that. And then I don't understand people putting that out on videos and stuff, because why? Because if it does come out that he's got a different ban, it's going to look a bit silly.
Well, it's better than putting out it's been released from the thing altogether, though, isn't it?
Well, yes. I mean, there's a few came out last week saying they've been released, and they just didn't read the report properly. That's the problem. Tony says, sorry, you're missing the game, Paul. Yeah, listen, I'm gutted. But at the same time, you have to realize that your health is more important, your family's more important, and I still get to do this. So, I get to spend the evening commentating with one of my best mates and watching Newcastle United. Yes, it would be fabulous to be in that ground, but I'm not, and I've got to get on with it and just enjoy what I'm doing here, which I thoroughly do.
The flag display looks fantastic. By the way,
it does, yeah. Yeah, I've just seen a glimpse of it. The players are coming out the tunnel now. Billy, I don't know what you've got on yours.
Yeah, exactly what you've got.
Okay, well, they're coming out to a rapturous applause yet again. And listen, I know that this, I'm going to miss the Champions League tune, but I heard it against PSG. I know what it sounds like. It's in James's Park. It rattles out. Incredible flag display again from Newcastle United. Oh, I can almost see my seat there, Billy.
There's that empty one in the middle of the A in it of lads.
Yeah. BVOS says Manchester United fan here. Still really enjoy this channel. Thank you very much. We do have a lot of other fans subscribe to this channel because that's what it is. It's a community. It's a football community as well as a Newcastle United channel. And as long as there's no nastiness or silly idiocy going on in the chat, then we don't mind at all. Everybody's welcome. Wolves F1 says, I need watching game.
We know.
Yeah. Yes. Dortmund missing their best player tonight should be great boost for Newcastle. Yeah, Brandt's a fabulous player. Joe Linton's got pink hair, Billy.
It does look a bit on that shade, doesn't it?
It's pink hair.
It's very Mrs. Slocum, isn't it? Out of value being served. You're not going to lose them in a dark either, are you, Dortmund? That's psychedelic yellow.
Well, I mean, that's been their colour for a long time. So just confirm the Newcastle United side again for you. Nick Pope, Kieran Trippier, Fabian Schär, Jamal Lascelles, Joe Linton, Gordon, Isak, Almiron, Byrne, Longstaff, and Bruno. So that will be a back four of Trippier, Byrne, Schär, and of course Lascelles. Midfield of Joe Linton, Bruno, and Longstaff, and the front three of Gordon, Isak, and Miggy Almiron. It is the usual 4-3-3 formation for the Toon. And that referee's... How small is that linesman, Billy?
Oh, dear me. Is it... What's his name? Pedro... I'm guessing that's Pedro Ribeiro. He's very small, isn't he?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's small.
Unless you're to a giant.
I mean, the referee's quite a large man. In height, I'm saying, by the way.
What else would you mean?
Joe Linton's done it before for breast cancer awareness, Billy. So that's
good for Joe Linton.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Thank you in the chat for letting us know that. Yeah, I do remember him doing it once for breast cancer. Korbel, Wolf, Hummels, Schlotterbeck, Benny Bassi, or Benyani, or whatever his name is at left back, Sabitzer, Chan, Mencha in the midfield, Royce, Fulkrug, and Marlin up front for the Germans. Now, remember, please, no spoilers in the chat. If you are going to kick off before us, please do pause your TV and you'll be in sync with us from the off. I'm just seeing the managers shaking hands now, Billy.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, well, we're pretty much level, Billy Bob.
Very young, isn't he, the Dortmund manager?
Yeah, and there's Marco Reus, of course, who was 333 years old today, Billy.
Yeah, excellent player, though, isn't he? World Cup winner. Probably past his best now, but in his prime, he was some player.
I love these Champions League strips, Billy. I honestly, I think they're better than the normal ones. I like how they've got the white on the back with the numbers. It's much clearer to see. And of course, the way I have it on the screen there for the team lineup, I've gone with the Champions League shirts because it's just nicer. to be honest. Right, it is going to be Dortmund to kick off. They will be kicking from left to right towards the Gallagher. Newcastle kicking up the slope towards the Leazes end for the first half. We are very much ready to go. So if you're on pause, we're underway in the Champions League again at St. James's Park. And immediately Dortmund float the long ball, which is won by Dan Burn in the air. He's going to face a tough task at left back tonight, but I'm intrigued to see how he does because he's been superb for us lately. Long ball played in, lovely chest down there by Lascelles. Longstaff into Bruno, now on to Miggy. Newcastle looking to come forward. Miggy brought down straight away, and that's a foul, says the referee.
I thought he played the ball there.
So did I, but the referee's not very happy. We've taken that a little bit too quickly. He wants to have a word with the German. Just seen a replay of it. Well, he did win the ball, yeah. It was a good tackle, that, to be fair.
It's an excellent tackle. He was given free kicks for that.
Yeah, it's either a good or a bad thing, Billy, to be quite honest with you. But I think it was more to do with the way Miggy went down, as if he'd been shot. And immediately Eddie Howe in conversation with his coaching staff there after 50 seconds of the game. Please remember to subscribe if you are new, as Dortmund are coming forward here. And this is Daniel Marlin. He's into the box. He's around everybody, and Nick Pope makes a save with his foot. And I think it was Rice on the follow-up, kind of messed it up. What a chance for Dortmund in the first couple of minutes to take the lead there. And we've survived. It wasn't the greatest shot by Marlin, Billy, and Nick Pope was able to deal with it quite easily.
Yeah, his pace was shocking. There wasn't the amount of pace he's got. We were on the attack now. Thought it were. Yeah, must have been a counter attack from the free kick, but yeah, we didn't have many back, and they were clean through, weren't they?
I mean, it seemed like in slow motion there, but Newcastle now breaking down the middle of the field with Joe Linton. He can lay it off now to Anthony Gordon. Gordon comes into the box. Gordon's got two Dortmund players in front of him. Turns onto his right, fires in a shot, a brilliant save to the left-hand side. Joe Linton with an almighty raucous tackle, and the referee gives a free kick.
For that. If he's given a free kick for the first one, any tackle.
Yeah, absolutely. But a chance at the other end, Billy. Great work from Gordon, and forcing a save to his left by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it was a right height for the keeper, but Gordon did brilliant to cut inside. It was not quite going for the target. Any deflection there could have gone in, but good save from the keeper. Coble is a good goalkeeper, by the way. And is this a foul?
Yeah, he is. No, I think it's the same, Billy. It's just a 50-50, that for me. But obviously, the way Royce went over, we're looking at Marlin's now chance. He didn't hit it at all very well. I think Nick Pope made a bit of a meal of that, Billy.
I did as well. And Trippier did brilliantly to get across, of course, because he took the free kick in the first place.
But quite an explosive first 3 minutes of the game. Chances at both ends. Both keepers called upon to make saves. And if that's the way the game's going to go, we're in for a cracker tonight, Billy. That looked like a late tackle, but the referee's allowed player to go on. And that's a terrible pass. And Miggy's on his bike. He's got Isak through the middle. Isak not really making any diverting run. But, Miggy's overhit that for Anthony Gordon. It's a terrible pass.
He was clean through for this. Tom didn't hit it in the right place.
Yeah, just overhit it. But positive, Billy. I mean, that's a dreadful pass. I can't see who that was, but who cares? It was an awful pass. Miggy belts through the middle. I thought Isak could have run the channel there, Billy, instead of going straight down the middle.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he didn't pull anyone away, did he? But the pass from Miggy was shocking, really.
Yeah, terribly overhit, but obviously early in the game, we'll let him off on that one, I think, Billy.
Indeed.
As we're looking at Edin Terzic, the manager of Borussia Dortmund, as they come out now, spreading it wide. This is what I'm afraid of, Billy. If you see that the overlap, Trippier is there, but it's a 2-on-1 nearly all the time down that left-hand side.
Yeah, Miggy's got a track back, hasn't he? Miggy's got a track back.
Indeed. Anyway, the ball is with His Holiness, and he lays it to Fabian Schär, out to Dan Burn. Burn up the line now for Anthony Gordon. It's not a great pass. It's gone out of play. Just a little careless there, but you can see what they're trying to do. It's still early doors, of course. We're still in the first 5 minutes. Feels like we've been going 20 minutes, the action we've had in the first 5 minutes of this game.
Yeah. The pressure from the German attackers there was pretty impressive, I've got to say.
Indeed. By the way, Celtic lead against Atletico Madrid after 4 minutes. 1-0 to Celtic at Parkhead. And at the moment, the ball is just in Marco Reus. Nice little flick on there. And Dortmund coming at us again. Marlin switching out to the right-hand side. Marlin running at Dan Burn. Anthony Gordon's come back to help as well. Marlin on the edge of the box. Flicks it with his right to Reus. Reus has got 4 players over him. It's laid back. And a good tackle by Miggy Almiron. And the ball ricochets out to the halfway line where Isak gives chase. But they do look threatening, Billy, Dortmund, when they come forward.
Yeah, and the concerning thing is we aren't able to get a decent press because all our players are back, which is something we haven't seen this season so far, is it?
Yep, indeed. Anyway, long ball from the keeper. Lascelles heads it away for Newcastle. Joe Linton is underneath this one, but doesn't jump, but the ball lands at Miggy's feet, and Miggy bursts forward again into Isak. Isak takes, I thought he took it in his stride. He was aware there if he did. It's with Anthony Gordon now. Miggy, who's come across now to the left-hand side. He just looked as if he'd fooled the defender for a second there, Billy.
It was a good tackle from Schlotterbeck, wasn't it? If he hadn't done it, he was through.
But you could see what Isak was doing there, Billy. He tried to just fool the defender and then take the ball at the last second. Lascelles into Isak. Good ball. Now to Bruno. Bruno's got Trippier on the right-hand side. Trippier floats a first-time ball in. Joe Linton's running in on it. Comes out to Miggy on the edge of the box. Miggy now lays it into Anthony Gordon. Gordon wins a corner for Newcastle United. Good football. And then he's geeing up the crowd again.
That was a good spell. Good spell, wasn't it?
It was.
From one side of the pitch to the other. We didn't get a shot out of it, but we've got a corner now. And I think we could be dangerous from these today.
Absolutely. I think we, certainly height-wise, I mean, Hummels is quite a tall bloke, but I think we've got a lot more height in there for set pieces than what Dortmund have.
I fancy Jamal Lascelles, I've got to say from this.
Well, Lascelles, of course, is a threat, as is Fabian Schär, as is Dan Burn, as is Joe Linton, as is Isak. Dan Burn's right on the line and showing his strength against Chan there. In comes the corner, and it's straight at the keeper who, parries it away, which ended up being the right move because Dortmund get it away. It's with Longstaff now. He's the last man back, and we've got to be careful not to lose it there because that was a danger. But eventually it did find a Newcastle man, but Dortmund come away with the ball now. It's with
no press.
Hummels forward, little flick, and again, right. It was a nice little idea that by Chan there, just to try and flick it on, but the front three is swapping over quite a lot, Billy.
Yeah, they're a lot more dangerous than PSG were. I've got to say, I mean, you can tell that they have a quality side and they've only lost once this season.
Yeah.
But here we come again.
Miggy's seen a lot of the ball early doors, but he's got to be a bit stronger in that situation. It's in the middle of the park now with Emre Can. And again, good hustling by Bruno, but the referee says that's a foul. Seemed a little soft to me, that one, Billy.
Just fell over, didn't he?
Yeah.
He
felt the contact, and of course he's going to go down straight away.
Old Trafford mentality there.
Yeah. Of course, played the second half of last season on. Did he play the full season? Or was it half a season? I don't know.
From January, wasn't it?
Yeah. Long ball into the box with Nick Pope, deals with that very comfortably. Marlon is not very happy that he wasn't passed to there. But Nick Pope gets on with the game. Lascelles out to the right-hand side. Bit of a hard pass that for Trippier, but he was caught by Royce there on the end of the foot. He's all right. Royce gives him a look and says, well, you made the most of that, Kieran, son.
It wasn't the greatest pass in the world, was it? It was rocketed at him with the
belted at him. Yeah, it was shot out of a gun at him. But we're still not even 10 minutes in, and we've had an action-packed first 8.5 minutes of this game. It's been a really good game so far. Long may that continue. But us get a couple of goals, of course, would also be very nice. Isak pressing here. That's good to see. And he is pressing, Billy.
He is, yeah. This time we've got more players up the pitch. Here goes Gordon. Well played, Anthony.
Gordon winning the ball back there as Wolf. Let's hope he doesn't. Well, let's hope he has a howler tonight, Billy. I'm here all week. He's got a Wolf mane anyway. He's got his hair tied back in a ponytail.
Man bun, shithead.
Man bun, yeah. And he finds Marco Royce. Good, strong challenge from Joe Linton, and Newcastle break forward now with Sean Longstaff. He's got Miggy. Was he brought down there? No, says the referee. And Dortmund can capitalise because Trippier's caught out of position here. Yeah. And Dortmund coming down the left-hand side with, I think it's Sabitzer on the ball. He pulls it back to Marlon. It hits Nick Pope. Oh, what a save by Nick Pope. He didn't know much about the first one, Billy, but the second one was extraordinary. Outstanding
goalkeeping. He saved his set. Sean Longstaff dallying on the ball.
That's a foul.
That is a foul by Chan, by the way. That's the first one the ref ain't given yet. It's the first foul that's been committed. However, he should have passed it earlier than that. Then they were on the counter.
Marlon shot, kind of hit Nick Pope, and then who's 14?
I don't know.
It's the striker, isn't it? What's he? What?
Fulkrug.
Yeah. I mean, what a save that was from Fulkrug. It just the reaction was incredible. I'm not sure what he was doing with the first one. It seemed like he was sort of out of position and just stuck an arm out. But hell, great saves. And Lascelles clears the danger from the corner. Sabitzer tries to find Royce, and it's a good interception by Miggy. But Dortmund have looked a lot more dangerous than PSG did in 90 minutes, Billy, and already in only 10.
Yeah,
well, that's a mistake. And Isak could be away on goal here. Isak just doesn't have the pace.
He's
got so many. Gordon has got the pace, though. Anthony Gordon straight at the goalkeeper.
Got to score there.
Oh, just put it to the side, and it's 1-0. Incredible game, this. Wow.
Fantastic game. I mean, I wish I was
unbelievable. Nick Pope at one end, and just buried in the far corner, Billy. I think that's probably what he was trying to do. But
yeah, left-footed, wasn't it? He had to go in the far corner. But I wish this was a side I don't love playing in it. It'd be great to be a neutral watching this.
Oh, absolutely. But I expected Isak to have a bit more pace there, Billy. I don't know about you.
Well, yeah, he should have gone, and Mbaye Chan caught him, which. Yeah, if he'd have gone, I think he'd have got through.
Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel, and don't forget to give it the thumbs up if you're enjoying the commentary tonight, guys. Please do super chat using the $ at the bottom of the live comments. Here come Dortmund again. Bruno intercepts, heading back towards his own touchline, and clears it out for a throw-in deep in Newcastle United's half. I mean, both teams are going for this, Billy. There's no doubt about it. Dortmund haven't come to sit back, which we thought they might.
Yeah, the addition of Sabitzer kind of told us that it was going to be a low block, but it's not. They really are attacking. Royce has gone a bit more forward than what we expected him to, and it's end-to-end stuff.
Wolves ball in, good defending by Jamal Lascelles again. I thought that was a push.
It was a
Lascelles
push.
claimed the push as well. I don't think he's given it. If so, it's a corner.
Oh, yeah, I think he has. They're trying to claim a penalty, the twat.
Fulkrug saying he got an elbow in the throat. I'm not sure what's going on here. The referee's holding his ear. Fulkrug looks a bit of a baby boo. I'm not sure what the hell's going on here. Joe Linton's having a conversation with Fabian Scher. Is it a corner? Oh, Isak's down injured, Billy. 12 minutes into the game, he's down injured.
That's not good news at all. And we might have to bring on I mean, it doesn't look a good one either because he's kind of sitting up. This looks like a muscle injury of some kind.
Yep.
It's not an impact injury.
Let's see what the physio's saying here. Of course, he has been nursing an injury, remember, but Eddie did say he'd come back fully fit, but he was injured on international. This doesn't look good, Billy.
No, it's not an impact injury.
Look at the referee. Do you want a stretcher? Fuck off. Let him get some treatment, man, you bell end. What's he doing?
Trying to get off the pitch. He's trying to get him off the pitch. He's injured, you fucking Portuguese twat.
What an absolute pleb of a man that he is.
And we saw
this does not look good for Isak. He's shaking his head.
I think he's coming off, and I think this could be a bad one. I think this could be a muscle that could keep him back for a few weeks, which doesn't look good for us with only one striker to kind of fall back on.
Yep.
And of course, Callum played for 70 minutes the other day, so.
This is not what Eddie Howe wanted. It is going to be a corner to Dortmund, by the way, when we eventually do get started again. The referee having a word with somebody in the penalty area. I don't like this referee already, Billy. I have to say, absolutely I don't like him at all.
Piss poor, giving free kicks for non-fouls and missing fouls. And it seems to have gone against us most of the time also.
In comes the corner from Marco Royce. Deep into the half, it's headed clear. The Newcastle player went down, no free kick. Royce pulls it back. It's a tremendous effort, that from Marlon, and it flies over the bar. Really good effort from Marlon there, Billy. Good technique.
Yeah, it was. He kept it down pretty well, although it did fly over the bar. But first touch, first time shot, it wasn't a bad effort at all.
It wasn't far away, Billy.
Excellent effort. A lot of bend on it as well, wasn't there?
Brilliant technique, that. And that was not far away from the top corner. But I think Popey had it covered. But Wilson is on, guys. Callum Wilson has replaced Isak after 14 minutes. Unbelievable.
And once again, our transfer business in the summer is starting to look a bit iffy again, isn't it? Because we're down to one fixed striker. I think Isak could be out for 4 or 5 weeks for that.
Well, Billy, I think it's obviously a reoccurrence of the injury that he's had.
Yep.
And of course, God of War saying there, Isak hasn't been fully fit for a while now, and I don't think he has. Joe Linton took a heavy touch there, and he's lost the ball. We can't be doing that against this quality. Here come Dortmund again. Beautiful ball out wide. And Sabitzer, terrible touch there. Longstaff there to sweep up the pieces. Nice bit of play by Trippier. Longstaff wins the throw-in.
That's a Newcastle throw, yeah.
So, yeah, I think January, we are going to be looking for a striker. I don't think we can take the risk of not having another striker, Billy. Because Callum Wilson can't play every game, can he?
I mean, people are talking about Anthony Gordon playing there, but of course we're short on the left now, unless we can play Willock or Joe Linton now, of course. But we're not kind of making do at the minute, and that's not what Champions League, sides do, really. Yeah.
Dortmund is certainly having the better of the half in the last few minutes, though, and they're coming forward again. And it's hacked away by Kieran Trippier. Lovely control from Anthony Gordon, who has been a shining light in these opening minutes.
Give him!
Miggy out wide to Callum Wilson, but Wilson's not going to have the pace there. And it's going to roll out for a Newcastle United throw-in. Again, slightly overhit that by Miggy for Callum Wilson there, Billy.
Yeah, Mickey hasn't been great so far, has he? His touch is slightly overhitting stuff, isn't he? But he'll come good. Yeah,
he will. And Newcastle now just need a little bit of time on the ball, just a bit of possession here, settle the game down and grow into it. We've started okay. It's just Dortmund have looked very dangerous. But we haven't conceded, thanks to Nick Pope mainly, with some brilliant saves early doors. Here's Kieran Trippier with a throw-in for Newcastle United. He's going to have a tasty night with Marco Reus by the looks of things, Billy.
Yeah, he certainly is. I mean, I don't think Marco Reus has got the pace, but he's got some tricks, hasn't he? And his distribution of the ball is outstanding. I mean, we can't find space at the minute, which is, I mean, look, how long did it take us to get the throw-in? Eventually finds it.
Joe Linton this time manages to get it across to Dan Burnt, who just in turn knocks it to Fabian Schär. Schär, again, look at that. What a ball. Pings it out to the right-hand side to Kieran, who just brings it down like a carpet, but he's offside.
Yeah, our touch and passing at times is slightly off tonight, isn't it? It's not like it was Saturday. And Trippier should never have been offside there, to be fair.
Yeah, that was a bad one. But we are only 17 minutes in, of course. It's still goalless. We have had opportunities, as have Dortmund. I mean, I'd be a lot more concerned if we hadn't had any efforts at goal, Billy, but we have. So it's been a bit of, swung both ways at
Callum,
the moment.
You give up there, Callum. Christ almighty.
Yeah, he did. I mean, Hummels should not be allowed to bring the ball out like that.
Yeah, he's not quick at all, is he? Callum should be able to outrun Hummels.
Great tackle by Anthony Gordon again there. And by the way, a rapturous applause from his teammate Tonali there. And it's now back again. Hummels for Dortmund goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. But it's going to be interesting to see how Callum does, Billy, because, as I say, that's a bad pass, but just a little bit of a heavy touch by Bruno, but he won it back brilliantly. Poor ball in, though.
Come on, Callum, you got
it back. Yeah, that's twice he's backed off there. And because we are in trouble again here. Down the left-hand side, Trippier he's come back in now into position, but it's out with Marlon. Marlon's first-time effort, and it's blocked by Dan Burn for another corner to Dortmund. But again, Billy, that comes from Callum Wilson giving up on the ball again.
Yeah, and it wasn't far from him either. And 3 ricochets went in their favour, which really pissed me off because that's everyone so far tonight. And they do look very dangerous on the counter, don't they? Dan Burn did well to stand up to the shot there. But they look very dangerous. And this is a side that's only lost once this season in the Bundesliga, of course, so... Yeah, we shouldn't be surprised, really.
Dave's saying we look so disorganised at the back. Yeah, we do actually tonight, which is very unusual for us.
It's the midfield, I think.
Sabitzer's going to take this one. It has been Reus on the corners up till now, but Sabitzer's going to take this one. In it comes, and it's Joe Linton who meets it. Jimmy Jones, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. Our resident Hammer supporter just got in. Good luck, fellas. Thank you very much, buddy.
Oh, he's pressing on his own.
Gordon looks hungry tonight, Billy. That is definitely a plus point. He looks really hungry.
Yeah, the press doesn't seem to have the
effect. That's a better press by
Miggy
Almiron. That's much better. Trippier just couldn't send the ball through for Longstaff, but we are going to win a throw in here. It's back to Kieran Trippier. Down the line, back to Miggy Almiron now. Almiron cuts inside brilliantly. Almiron into the penalty area. Was he tripped there?
Don't think so.
He says no. Almiron's convinced he was tripped, Billy. I mean, that will be interesting to see again.
It didn't look like it to me on first viewing, but there might be.
I think he took a bit of a heavy touch on the ball, but that would be interesting.
He
Anyway,
certainly made a
Marlon
meal of
back
it.
the other way for Borussia Dortmund in the penalty area. Great block
Great
again by Dan Burn, and it's a corner to Dortmund. But I'm sure they are going to have a look at this.
They're going to have to. But
Miggy was pretty convinced. We will see it again. Great run, drive into the box.
Oh, that's penalty. That's penalty. Absolutely, that's penalty.
Penalty, Billy.
That's a penalty. He stepped in front of him.
Sticks his leg out.
Yeah, penalty.
I think he's tripped.
That's a penalty.
King Huddle says he dived.
There's contact there. That's a penalty kick.
Well, it looks like they have not given it, and the corner will be taken.
He's talking still, isn't he?
He's talking to Wolf. I don't know. There seems to be a bit of a delay going on here.
That's a penalty.
No, it's waved away. Sabitzer's corner headed away and then cleared away by Bruno, high into the sky. Well, that's a talking point, isn't it?
It's a penalty
Definitely.
kick. It's a penalty kick.
In comes the ball, and Nick Pope is under that one and catches it. 20 minutes gone at St James's Park. We're still goalless, but it's been an absolutely frantic first 20 minutes, Billy.
Oh, it's been unbelievable, hasn't it? Some of it's due to bad mistakes, and some of it's down to good play, but it's been really exciting stuff, and there could have been goals at both ends.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think Miggy Almiron's kind of dive, let's say. He was made contact with, but he did theatricalise it a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or dramatise, probably the word. I just made one up.
Yeah, he made the most of it, but if there was contact, you can understand him trying to make the most of it. If there's contact there.
Yeah.
Here's Kieran Trippier, inside now to Longstaff. Longstaff takes a touch and finds Fabian Schär. Schär in turn across to Dan Burn. They are pressing higher, Dortmund. Here's Anthony Gordon now, who's looked a real spark. Lovely ball into Bruno. Sorry, into Miggy. Miggy's right in the middle of the park now. Out to Trippier. Miggy then goes on the overlap, gives Trippier a bit more time on the ball. Trippier then down to Miggy, stays on side. That's a good run from Almiron, cuts inside. Now back to Bruno. Bruno over the top for Trippier. Oh, it's Miggy, and he balls it up. It was a great chance, and I think he had a chance to take a touch there.
That's the first time that ball has worked all season, and Miggy fell over the ball.
Miggy was
That's
in
a
shock.
fantastic pass.
Look at that. Oh, my God, just take a touch, Miggy.
That's that seagull thing again.
He's completely balls that up, hasn't he? Wow. Big chance, but a good move again, and very, very positive for Newcastle. Long ball forward from Dortmund, and it's now with Fabian Schär. He's got Trippier in support. He's also got Sean Longstaff. Longstaff turns, plays it out wide now to Kieran Trippier. Newcastle getting a bit more of the ball now in the last few minutes. Lovely ball by Trippier into Joe Linton. Takes a touch. Out to Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side. He's got Dan Burn motoring past him, which I never thought I'd ever see in my life. But he's gone inside to Joe Linton, and we win a corner. Good football again from Newcastle. Dortmund are convinced it's a goal kick, but they're twisting at every decision, Billy.
They are, yeah. It's towels on the bloody sunbeds quickly attitude, isn't it? It's trying to cheat, basically.
Indeed. Towels on the sunbed.
But we've started to control the ball a little bit better now. Yeah. Which is the important thing. Joe Linton's coming into a bit better. Last three or four touches have been good ones. We're finally getting into the swing of the game, I think. 23
minutes gone. 0-0 still at St James's Park, but we do have a corner now. Newcastle's second of the game, and it will be taken by Kieran Trippier again. Let's see. Last time he played it right into the keeper, but what's he done this time? Bit deeper this time, and the keeper has to palm it away. I thought he palmed that out, but it stayed in, and it's an absolutely terrible clearance by Nemecha. And he made a real hack of that, but they've survived anyway. And it's now with Fabian Schär bringing it over the halfway line again for Newcastle. Trippier playing on the left-hand side at the moment, so he's just taking the corner. I can see Big Dan Burn out on the right-hand side now. Here's Gordon into Joe Linton, back to Anthony Gordon, inside to Trippier, back to Fabian Schär. Newcastle just taking the time now, just knocking it around, but good pressing by Emre Can there for Dortmund. Joe Linton down the line for Gordon. He's pushed there, surely, referee. Wolf sort of went at him like a dog's dinner, Billy.
He certainly did, as if he was a grandmother in a little cottage in the woods somewhere.
How many dog jokes do you think we can get in during this stream? White Rabbit is celebrating his 7-month anniversary as a member. So thank you very much to the White Rabbit. As the ball is now with Big Dan Burn on the left-hand side. Burn chips it over the top, and Joe Linton's in acres of space here. Time seemed to stand still there. Joe Linton with a back heel, not the pass to make. And Chan managed to win the ball back, but he's then kicked it straight out of play. And suddenly Dortmund are looking a bit rocky. It's an incredible first half so far. Here's Bruno for Newcastle. Trippier is outside him, and he uses him brilliantly. Trippier, just a bit of a funny touch, but then whips a cross in. It's gone behind. That's the first time I've seen Trippier make a balls up of a cross for a very long time.
Yeah. There's been some unusual things going on, hasn't there? And some of the passing's not been great, but it's really exciting to watch.
It's made for good entertainment, hasn't it? It really has. Here's Royce knocking it down now for Sabitzer. Sabitzer turns inside. Longstaff makes sure that he knows Sabitzer knows he's around. And it's with Mats Hummels now for Dortmund, bringing it out. The veteran, of course, of many, many games. Here is Wolf again. Plays it inside for Füllkrug. Back to Nemetja. Nemetja now. He's got options on the left-hand side. It's with Emre Can now, right in the middle of the park, just over the half, Atletico Madrid have now equalised at Celtic here. This is Füllkrug, this is danger, and Newcastle all over the place, but again, defending resolutely, shall we say, Billy, or would you class that as more desperate defending?
Well, I was a bit panic-stricken that time, I think.
Yeah. Nice one-touch football, though. Royce is onside, and Dan Burn did there. And a good block by Lascelles. I think Dan Burn did well there to hold Füllkrug up because it looked like Füllkrug was going to turn and hit that, Billy.
Yes, he did. He just ran past Callum Wilson again there.
I know. I'm not happy with that. I have to say. It's going to be a throw into Dortmund right near the corner flag, but he just stops running there. I mean, whether he's, he's looking after his fitness, I don't know.
Potentially. He's pressing now.
We can't really we don't really have, it's not really an option. And here comes Dortmund down the left-hand side, completely miss it. I think it took a deflection. Dortmund are convinced it was a deflection. I thought it was deflected out. That's why he left it. But it's gone to Newcastle. So I will not complain about that at all. It's with now Kieran Trippier with the throw-in for Newcastle. Nearly 27 minutes gone in the game. It is still goalless at St. James's Park. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel and also hit that thumbs up button if you are enjoying the stream. 490 likes so far, guys. Thank you so much. Please do take a little bit of time out just to hit that thumbs up button if you are enjoying our stream. And please do super chat if you want to donate to the channel. As Wilson again.
Come on.
Completely misses a simple ball into him. He's a bit rusty, Billy.
Well, he played Saturday, so is he fresh? That's the question. I mean, I think he's going to have to play Saturday, Wednesday from now for a while because I think Isak could be out for a little period of time. But obviously,
I don't think we'll be seeing Isak anytime soon.
Great tackle.
Joe Linton wins it back well, plays a ball inside now to Wilson. Wilson lays it off to Bruno. Bruno has Miggy in support. He's also got an overlap coming from the right-hand side with Kieran Trippier. Played back into Bruno. He's got a bit of space to cross the ball here. Bruno looks to the back post to Anthony Gordon. Takes it down. Just a little bit of a heavy touch, forces him a bit wider. But Gordon will cut inside. Wolf has just completely lost him. Joe Linton, a lovely turn. Joe Linton now, edge of the box, plays it back to Burn. Burn inside. Gordon left it there. I don't know whether he got a shout from Longstaff, but that's better from Newcastle. Here's Fabian Schär. What a ball that is out to Trippier on the right side. That is just world class. Trippier then inside to Longstaff. Longstaff, he's got Miggy in support. He's been pushed and pushed back.
You can't take 28 touches, Sean.
Indeed. Celtic have gone 2-1 up now against Atletico Madrid. At Parkhead, Fabian Schär brings it forward for Newcastle. Out to the left now to Anthony Gordon, who we need to see on the ball a lot more the way he's playing. Good ball into Wilson. Beautiful ball, that. Wilson plays it then out to Trippier. Trippier back in towards Wilson. It's deflected and a corner for Newcastle.
Good football.
Absolutely. Great work again from Anthony Gordon, though, Billy. The way he's cutting in with the ball and he's looking full of confidence tonight.
He's the danger man without any shadow of a doubt. He's started like a house on fire, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't think he's been tackled yet, fairly anyway.
Joe Linton's definitely come into the game more the last 15 minutes as well. We play it short. Back to Trippier. Trippier now, he's got an overlap. Plays it back to Miggy on the edge of the box into Bruno. And Bruno went for that for 1-2 again with Miggy. And again, the ball bounces loose and it's going to be another corner from the other side this time.
I just wish Wilson would be a little bit more sharp. He could have got onto that.
Well, the problem is, Billy, I don't think he's done a full warm-up, you see. So I don't know whether he's just a little apprehensive to go full belt straight and risk pulling a muscle as well. So whether he's just playing himself into the game because he hasn't had a full warm-up, because obviously he wouldn't have expected Isak to be coming off after 12 minutes. So maybe we'll give him the benefit of the doubt with that, yeah?
If there's one player that needs a warm-up, it's Callum Wilson, isn't it?
It's Callum Wilson, yeah, exactly. But it's going to be another Newcastle United corner full of incident in this first half, coming up to the half hour. Disappointing corner that by Trippier, headed away at the near post this time. Very well taken down by Anthony Gordon, which sets them up again. Plays a pass out to the right-hand side. It's not the best as he looks for Fabian Schär, and it's going to drift out for a throw. And I think he sliced that, didn't he?
Schär did well to actually put a challenge in there, because if they broke there, we were in trouble.
Yeah, he gave a little nudge into Royce there, didn't he? And they just had a little word with each other as the jog passed each other. Half an hour gone. It is still goalless at Newcastle, but lots of incident in this first half. Dortmund have had chances, great saves from Nick Pope. Newcastle have had chances with saves from the keeper. Should we have had a penalty? It's all been going on. Anyway, here come Dortmund now down the right-hand side with Daniel Marlin. It's an incredible ball right to the byline. And Marlin turns. He's got Dan Burn in front of him. Plays it back now to Wolf. Wolf then goes back to Marlin. Marlin now on the right-hand side, looking to try and get a cross in. It's blocked by Joe Linton. And that will be a throw-in. Is the camera? Yeah, I think it's a throw-in because Joe Linton's not exactly bursting an arse to get back in the penalty area. It's going to be the man-bun Wolfie himself to take the throw for Dortmund. It looks like he's got a bit of a long throw on him. He's taking a good run-up for this one. Here he comes, and he doesn't. He goes short. Back to Matt Hummels, and Hummels in turn goes back to his defensive partner. So really, they've ballsed that up because they've gone all the way back to the goalkeeper from literally a throw-in on the byline.
I mean, Coble is pretty good, I've got to say.
He is. He's very calm on the ball, and his distribution's been good so far. Good header by Dan. Good well, no, it's a bit of a weak one. Marlin, who's looked very lively for Dortmund in this game. Back to Wolf. Pulled back to Emre Can now for Dortmund. Clipped into the penalty area, and that's just going to be left as Füllkrug gave up on it very early, and it drifts out for a goal kick. But I'm thoroughly loving this game, by the way.
It's a great game of football.
PSG have gone 1-0 up against Milan on 32 minutes. In the other group game in this fantastic, incredible group of death.
Where's that at? Is that at Paris or Milan?
It's in Paris. Again, Paris. Please do keep subscribing if you are new, guys, and you're enjoying the stream tonight. Thank you very much. And please do hit that thumbs up button. Give us a like if you're enjoying the stream. As the ball is skidding around on the surface quite a lot. Chan takes it down, tries to clip it to Royce. It's well overhit. Miggy then tries to go for a little clip over the top. Yeah, it's a poor ball, but we get the ball back now with Jamal Lascelles. Pretty much in the right back position at the moment, Lascelles, and gives it back to His Holiness Nick Pope. Pope then gives it out to Fabian Schär. Schär in turn to Dan Burn. Newcastle start another attack. Gordon just on the halfway line now, cutting in on his right. He does have Dan Burn in support, but he's very confidently holding on to the ball here.
Got nowhere to go.
And is fouled. I think he's lucky there.
I do as well. He had nowhere to go, did he?
No. Nemecha was the one that fouled him, I think. But, I mean, look, he's confident. I don't have a problem with that. He's loving taking players on at the minute, as long as he does it in the right areas, of course. Miggy is now on the left-hand side with Gordon. Trippier is way out on the right on his own. And Bruno skims it out to him. Well taken on the chest by Trippier. Then goes in turn down the line for Longstaff, but it's overhit. And it's a goal kick to Dortmund. They've got to watch the passing, I think, here, because I think, Billy, that grass, it's obviously terrible weather tonight. It's wet. The surface is very skiddy. And, of course, you overhit the ball slightly and it just hits that surface and disappears in front of you.
Yeah, the greasy surface isn't helping us out. Like you said, there's been that many overhead hit passes so far.
Yeah.
It's not helping us, is it? But, I mean, we surely will come to terms with it at some point.
God of War says, Paul and Billy could commentate professionally. They're much better than the shite on TV. Joe Linton's tried a curl. Didn't get his foot around the ball. And it skims out for a goal kick again. Thank you very much for that, God of War. How about Hugo Ekiteke, Billy, says Anthony.
No, thank you.
See what he's trying to do there. He's trying to just curl it into the top corner, but didn't get his foot wrapped around the ball at all there. As the keeper goes long again for Dortmund. Shares under this with Füllkrug. Schär doesn't bother jumping. Lascelles heads it away. Knocked down by Joe Linton. Lovely little cushioned header. Joe Linton flicks it on. There was a foul there, but Newcastle break away with Miggy. Oh, play it through. Oh, and then Miggy's taken down. I thought it's Sabitzer who's going to be booked, so we'll get a yellow card on there for Dortmund.
No, it's better than that. It's Wolf. It's Wolf.
Is it Wolf, is it?
It's the Wolf.
It is. It's the Wolf. So Wolfie man is booked. And, well, that's good for us, Gordon going against the Wolf. 100%. Absolutely. Marius Wolf is now booked, and a yellow card goes on the scoreboard there for Dortmund. I thought what Miggy was trying to do there, Billy, maybe take that man on and then set Wilson in, or the defenders were being pulled away, and Miggy could have had a bit of a run on goal there.
Yeah, he could also slip Wilson in, I think. But it's interesting kind of with the weather as it is. I mean, a ball that's bouncing in front of the keeper, this could be an interesting free kick, this. Yeah,
use the surface to skid the ball in. At the moment, we've got Anthony Gordon, Trippier, and Fabian Schär over the ball. I would fancy Schär to hit this.
It's a bit far out, isn't it? It's good 40 yards out, this.
Yeah, we know Schär can hit them, Billy, and the rain is coming down. It's a soaking wet pitch.
Yeah. The three-man wall, there's a big gap between the kind of players in front, so it's potentially a chance.
I think Fabian Schär's going to hit this, Billy.
It's Trippier's side, though, isn't it? Although it's potentially
Schär. Played a quick one. It's gone to left to Anthony Gordon. Gordon goes for the byline. Whips in across. It's too deep for everybody. Slightly too high. And it's come to Bruno on the right-hand side now. Bruno's got an overlap from Almiron. He gives it into Sean Longstaff. Longstaff has to turn.
Too many touches, Sean. You can't do that.
He's tripped up there. That's a free kick, surely. Thank you, referee. I've noticed that about Sean in the first half, Billy. He's getting a shock as how quick he's got to be. He stood there waiting for the ball to come to him and then realised suddenly there was a player on him, and Nemec's gone in again. I mean, that's the second foul Nemec's made. Is a little bit of a sly move on. Surprised he hasn't been booked for that.
He was lucky there, Sean, to be honest.
He was. He's got to be a little bit quicker in his thinking there.
Yeah, it's not the first time it's happened. So, yeah, you haven't got time to take 3 or 4 touches in this kind of quality of football. 1, 2 touches, lay it off. But
yeah,
he'll get it.
Trippier is not happy with Donyell Marlin. Doesn't seem to be the full 10 yards back here. And now the referee does wave him back. And now Marlon takes another step forward. Every time he takes a step forward, the Newcastle fans are up in arms. It's not the great. There's Newcastle players falling all over the place there. I'm not sure what that is from Longstaff. He's kind of mishit that, but we've got the ball with Byrne, and he does very well to get the ball back to Longstaff. And Sean goes in turn all the way back to Nick Pope. The weather's causing problems here, Billy. The surface, definitely.
Without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. That's better.
That's a nice ball from Joe Linton. And we've got plenty of men on the right-hand side, but I don't know who Bruno was aiming for there.
Didn't get a fan goal, did he?
Yeah. The rain is absolutely belting down at St. James's Park, and we have an injury here. It's Emre Can, the skipper. He's down, and he's got a big problem with his, looks like his right knee, Billy Bob.
Yeah, I think that's an impact injury with the last kind of collision. I think it might be with Dan Byrne, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be a bad thing if he went off.
Full crew having a good comment. Chan looks in a bit of pain here. If you just joined us, we've got 37 and a half minutes gone of the game. It is still goalless at St. James's Park, but we have lost Isak on 12 minutes to what looks like a reoccurrence of the injury that's kept him out of the international break. I think Chan's in trouble here, Billy.
I tend to agree with you. Christ, look at that rain. It's teeming down.
It's absolutely lashing down. Well, Dortmund do have a drummer there as well, as did the PSG fans, of course. But they're in full voice by the looks of things, and why not? It's still goalless. But this weather, I mean, obviously Newcastle's, we have undersoil drainage and everything. There's no Chan's in trouble. And by the looks of his face, he is not going to run this off. He's in a lot of trouble here, Emre Can. And in fact, to the point where it looks like he's going to have to be seriously helped off the pitch. He can't put any weight on that knee, Billy.
No. Yeah, I think it's an impact injury, so
they are going to
change straight away.
Emre Can is going to be taken off. I didn't know the Weekend played for Borussia Dortmund.
I don't know who he is. Too old for that. Oh, they're bringing Ozcabs on.
Ozcan, yeah. Ozcan. And wow, he looks in a lot of pain there, Emre Can. Definitely his right knee. It looks quite swollen, actually, Billy, looking at it. Anyway, the game's back underway. And it's now with Donyell Marlin on the left-hand side. He is wanting to run at Trippier, but Trippier, brilliant tackle. Bruno now up to Wilson. Wilson's touch is too heavy and puts us in trouble again. Chance here. Marlin is going on another run. And again, that could easily skid off the surface, Billy. He kept it low. He kept it along the ground. And now Newcastle respond now with Joe Linton belting forward. He's got Dan Burn to his left, but he's tackled. It's a throw into Newcastle. Good work from Dementia there for Dortmund. And Emre Can is coming back on the pitch.
Well, if anyone can do it, Emre can.
I mean, Billy can hardly run.
Well,
I mean, I know he's the captain, and I know he's brave and all that. But gee, if you can't run, look at him. He can't get back. I mean, this is ridiculous on Dortmund's part. The manager's got to overrule the captain here, surely.
Well, I think he's just trying to get the player warmed up, like we didn't.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah.
And kind of deal with him on the pitch, just to have an extra body on there. But I don't think he's going to stay on for long.
5 minutes to go till half time, or till we see how much additional time there is. Bruno, absolutely quality on the ball, isn't he? Look at that. Brilliant from Bruno. Sets Trippier away down the right side. He took a very heavy touch, but he's taken out late, but it's come to Miggy. Miggy's gone to Sean Longstaff, who can drill the ball across. He doesn't. He floats it across. Wilson went to hit it. The ball bounces to Dan Burn now. It seemed to take an age to come down. Here's Anthony Gordon for Newcastle. Gordon cuts right through the middle again. Brilliant from Gordon. Goes out wide again, this time to Almiron. Almiron's got Gordon in support again. Here is Anthony Gordon. Back to Bruno. Very static at the minute, but that's better from Newcastle. Worked it well. In comes across from Trippier. Joe Linton trying to get on the end of it. And Daniel Marlin just tried to... He let it... Burn hits a half volley. And it's about 5 yards over the bar. But hey, good effort. Good effort from the big man.
He swung a boot at it and it wasn't too far over the bar, was it? And now that change is being made.
Yeah. Ozcan is coming on here. I don't even know why Emre Can came back on the pitch. He can't run. He can't even walk in the main run.
He's struggling to limp.
And the goalkeeper's taking the captaincy.
Strange when you got Matt Hummels on the pitch.
I mean, now he's holding his upper thigh, Billy. So I don't know whether it's just something's gone horrendously wrong. And Schlotterbeck is just helping the goalkeeper there. So Ozcan is going to come on for Emre Can. So an injury apiece, a substitution apiece in the first half.
At least Oz is getting on the pitch this time.
Yes, he is. Salih Ozcan coming on for the captain, Emre Can. Former Liverpool player, of course, Emre Can. Yeah, I'd take a drum or a vuvuzela any day. Any day.
Me too.
We're back underway now. Newcastle immediately pressing. Good work that by Sean Longstaff. Schlotterbeck high into the night sky. And Newcastle win a throw in midway through the Dortmund half.
First time the press has worked, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it was good pressing by Sean there. Trippier. Lovely volley pass across to Fabian Schär, who's got a lot of space now, midway through the half. Looks up, gives it out wide to Dan Burn. Burn, in turn, goes back to Fabian Schär. Fabian Schär, well, I mean, Miggy was pointing where he wanted it. It looked like it was going to be belted out to that side, but Trippier again, Billy, if you notice, he's come back in the middle here.
Yeah, he's got Lascelles to the right of him. He's going to have to go there as well, and he's going to go back to poke this.
It is, yeah. Be safe with it, nothing silly. And Nick Pope this time will launch it up the field to the halfway line. Wilson gets a flick onto Anthony Gordon. That's better. Now Joe Linton into Bruno. That's good football from Newcastle. Bruno steps across
that's a foul,
Ozcan, and he's given a foul. Newcastle get on with the game quickly. And here's Joe Linton back to Bruno. Bruno takes a touch, moves forward. He's got Trippier outside to the right. Here is Kieran Trippier. Trippier, lovely ball into Sean Longstaff. In turn, gives it to Miggy. Miggy's cross is a beauty, and it's headed away. Comes to Dan Burn on the edge of the box. Burn, magician! But just slightly heavy touch. And we're going to win a throw-in midway through the Dortmund half. Good football, that from Newcastle, Billy.
It was, but Callum Wilson's not going to win a ball in the air unless he jumps, and he didn't jump that time. Bruno's been majestic again, by the way.
He's been brilliant, hasn't he? He makes everything look simple. Trippier, bad pass, but got the rebound. He managed to get back to Lascelles. Bruno back to Jamal Lascelles. Turn across to Fabian Schär. to Dan Burn. 55% ball possession for Dortmund, 45 for Newcastle. But here's Anthony Gordon. He's on another great tackle by Schlotterbeck. Brilliant tackle, and it sets Dortmund away now. They've got a man on the overlap, and here is that man on the overlap. It's Josh Khan. He pulls it back to Nemecha, and Dortmund score. It's, you have to say, a brilliant finish by Nemecha, and Borussia Dortmund take the lead at St. James's Park. It was a brilliant tackle by Schlotterbeck that set them away, and it's a perfect time for the Germans to score, Billy.
Yeah, Nico Schlotterbeck there was just a fantastic tackle. Carried on his run, received the ball, great ball back, and a finish from Nemecha. Of course, made in the Man City Academy, wasn't he? So Anthony Gordon at fault, I'm afraid, for that goal.
Well, they're claiming a foul. There's no way it's a foul.
He got his shirt pulled, but it's a great tackle.
A little bit, Billy. But it
trying
was
to
a
do too
wonderful
much,
tackle by
trying to do too
Schlotterbeck.
much.
Yeah. Schlotterbeck makes a brilliant tackle. Royce then brings it forward. He's got the overlap from Ozcan here. Ozcan then breaks in, pulls it back. Nemecha unmarked on the edge of the box. And then you have to say it's a quality finish.
It really is. I'm a bit concerned that our midfield was really slow to get back, but there you go. Good finish that from Nemecha, and very unfortunate.
I mean, we can look at it defensively from a Newcastle point of view, but Billy, sometimes
goal.
we just have to say brilliant finish. Yeah,
it's a very, very good goal.
Yeah, absolutely. But a goal's been coming for either team, to be honest. It's been that kind of first half. But Schlotterbeck's showing his class there, Billy, with a tackle and then immediately setting Royce away.
Yeah, he ran into the space, didn't he? It was a really, really good play from the centre-back.
Chris says terrible tracking back from Big Joe.
Tend to agree. But Anthony Gordon tried to do too much, to be honest. He beat two and then he tried to beat the third. Schlotterbeck weren't having it. But he did have his shirt pulled before he got to that third challenge.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I think that's what Newcastle were asking a question.
How do you fall over? You might have got a free kick.
But now it's important that we don't crumble here and we stay confident because, you know, there's goals in this game. But look at the left-hand side again.
It's that area again. Brilliant for Miggy to get back.
Again, it's that what we talked about last night, Billy, was that ball over the top.
Yeah.
And Trippier's getting sucked in and it's causing us problems. And, you know, Frankfurt are there. Good block by Miggy.
They've looked better side since Ozcan come on, to be honest. They've took control of the midfield, haven't they?
Yeah. We need to be better. We need to just settle back down, Billy. I think, you know, see it till half time, get Eddie on it, you know, calm the lads down and get them back in the right frame of mind for the second half.
Yeah, but here we go.
What we don't want to do is concede a second. But what's
Why
he punching there for?
Fucking duckhead.
Dear me. It's to the back post and again, Pope flapping at the corner. Why didn't he catch that?
Pathetic. It was a poor punch as well, wasn't it?
There's no need. There's no need to punch it, though. He was under no pressure at all.
He could even let that one go because it's going out of play.
Somebody give him a shout. It seems like we've just gone a little bit haywire here, a little bit panicky. Anyway, Royce is going to take the corner.
Hasn't helped us at all, has it? I mean, it's
knocked us off our,
without a doubt, and we're in trouble here.
Drilled into the near post, bouncing around, and the referee gives a free kick to Newcastle. There's no need to hurry it up. Let's just see out till half time. Yeah, and let's regroup. I think Stato said he was going to join us at half time if he's available, so we'll see what he has to say.
I hope so. One is dying for the loo.
Yes. How Tyndall and Jones all in a big discussion there on the touchline.
Yeah, I mean, we're being matched for energy, aren't we? Which is something we don't see very often.
Yeah, but I don't think it's been a bad performance, Billy. I think it's been two good sides going at it. It just so happens that Dortmund have scored first. But I definitely think there's goals in this for Newcastle.
I agree.
But we need to be stronger in midfield. We need to, you know, Sean's been a little bit off the pace. You know, Joe Linton has as well. They haven't been at it.
Dare I say
a little slow.
Dare I say it, Mr. Toon Army might come out for the second half.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, you know, we know he likes the physical aspect of the game, and that's what we need at the minute in the middle of the park. But he is Bruno, and he's dragged to the floor. The referee says no. I think Bruno went down a bit early there, a bit easy for my liking, Billy.
Hand on his shoulder though.
Yeah, and the referee has blown for half time. The Germans are furious because they were on the break. Look,
well, it doesn't matter. It's time, man.
It's time, you bellends.
It's the half-time whistle. Oh, you must let us attack for the final attack before the next whistle goes.
Yes.
We are not allowing this.
It is very important. God almighty. I mean, are you that confident that you were going to score on that break or something, lads? You know what I mean? Jesus. But anyway, you head off to a little pee-pee, Billy, and I'll see you shortly. So at halftime, guys, it is Newcastle United 0, Borussia Dortmund 1. Nemec's goal right on halftime. It's been a bit of a kick in the teeth, shall we say, for Newcastle United at the end of that half. Chances at both ends. Real opportunities for Newcastle, especially for Anthony Gordon. Nick Pope's made some good saves. He's flapped at a couple as well. But that first half has had it all. It really has. It's been end-to-end stuff most of the time, and it's been a really good watch. But Newcastle do need to take a bit more control in the midfield. It's not going their way at all in the middle of the park at the moment, and I think a goal was coming, but whether it was for Dortmund or whether it was for us, there was a goal coming in the game. It just so happens that it's come for Dortmund, and we find ourselves a goal down at half-time. But, there's still another 45 minutes left of this game. Plenty time for us to get back in it. Plenty time to score a couple of goals. I do think there's more goals in this game, I have to say. I don't think we're down and out by any stretch of the imagination, and I do believe we can get back into this. Hopefully, maybe get an early goal in the second half and go on and score a few more in the second. But Dortmund are very dangerous on the break. As we've seen, they've got a very, very good attack. Marlon, for me, has been a standout player in the front three. Royce is causing us problems as well. So there is a lot going on that pitch at the minute, I have to say. But, it's going to be a very interesting second half. Billy's back, and so is Mr. Stato. Alex, good evening.
Evening, how we doing?
Well, a little disappointed. Dylan Richardson, thank you for your 199. He says, not seen much from Sean and Joe. Final ball is missing. A little disappointing, Alex, but I've enjoyed the first half. I thought it's been an entertaining game, but I think the weather's playing a big part as well with certain passes, just as soon as it's hitting the surface, they're just obviously gaining speed. But what do you think?
Well, I think we've had for the first time this season, I think we've had the benefit of the sort of ricochets and pitch and things like that. It's not been too bad. It happens. I predicted we'd concede in this game. I thought we would. Dortmund are strong. They're not. Yeah. They did not turn up naively. They turned up with a plan. They played Sabitzer. They played a slightly different shape. They tried to match us up. They tried to play sensibly, play physically. They understand our strengths. Very good game plan from Dortmund. Very, very good. On the flip side, we're still in the game. I fully see us scoring goals. I never ever write us off from not scoring goals. I feel like we'll score something. Yeah. So points are still on in this game, whether it's a 1-1 or a 2-1. Points are 100% on. I think we always come out better in the second half when we have games of this nature. I think that Eddie Howe's team talk and any tactical tweaks will be really, really good in the second half. That being said, I thought we did some really exciting and interesting things in the first half. Some really creative stuff from a lot of different players. Dan Burn's been playing out of his skin to try and unlock things and make things happen as well. Well, credit to him.
Otherwise, he's been very good first half, yeah.
Yeah, it's just we'll just have to wait and see. I think the major thing was Isak going off. I think it really was. I think we needed him because Callum looks tired, and it's not Callum's fault. Callum is a brilliant.
Well, we made the
player.
point, Alex. I don't know if you were listening. We made the point when Callum had been on for like 10, 15 minutes that maybe. He was just trying to play himself into the game because he hadn't had a full proper warm-up. He's been called into the game a lot earlier than he thought he would. And we know what Callum's like. He's got to be careful. And he's trying to play himself into the game, but we kind of don't need that. We need him straight on it. You know what I mean? But what did you make of the goal? Because, Gordon obviously went on a run and it was a brilliant tackle from Schlotterbeck, obviously. Set Royce away. Inside to Ozcan and across to Nemec. It was a brilliant finish, but are you disappointed Joe Linton didn't really get back quick enough?
A little bit. You've got to have, it's typically the centre half and the right back, or the centre half and the left back, depending on which side it comes from. In this case, it was Lascelles and Trippier. They followed who they were meant to follow. It's down to midfielders and additional runners tracking players arriving late into the box. It wasn't done. It happens. It happens. Look, Joe Linton's just coming back. Positional awareness, rustiness. Would he have done that if he wasn't rusty? I think he possibly still would have done. He's not perfect. None of the players are absolutely perfect. It's just one of those. It was well worked from Dortmund. However, I do think it was a foul in the build-up, as was earlier on in the game where Pope made those 2 magnificent saves. He shouldn't have had to have made those saves. The referee's been letting a lot go, which has been giving Dortmund a lot of pleasure in the transition, which they don't deserve because they were from fouls. I feel like the referee is hurting us a little bit. We could do with... It's good that he's allowing rough and tumble, but at the same time, you know, we need him to blow for certain things because those were fouls, in my opinion. So it is what it is.
Shane over in Australia, thank you for your $2.99. He says all noise is coming from Borussia Dortmund fans in the ground. I've seen a few people comment on that, saying that it's quite quiet in the ground. Jeffrey says, Paul, which way are we going in the second half? We're attacking the Gallagher in the second half. Shame we didn't score first, as Andrew. It might have been a different game. These will counter. That's something we have noticed, Billy, isn't it? The counter-attack for Borussia. You know, Marlon is a standout for me. He's been very heavily involved.
Well, the very job masters at it, aren't they? They've been doing this for years and years and years and years. I can remember FC Cologne doing it against Forest in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know, that's that long they've been doing it. They break, you know, in unison, and even the goal was part of it. I mean, it's a lot of play to get actually join the attack. I don't think our defenders or midfielders were expecting it. Just a fantastic bit of play, wasn't it, from him? Then.
Well, I'm seeing the goal again, and to be honest, I'm looking at Joe Linton. He can see Nemecha from around 30 yards, 40 yards out, and he didn't bust a gut to get back. He knew he was there. He was looking at him. That's a little disappointing, I have to say. But Alex, we just looked a little bit slow in midfield. Bruno's been fantastic, don't get me wrong, but Longstaff and Joe Linton have just looked a little bit on the slow side.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think the reason for that is Dortmund. I think you've got to give credit for the way they've lined up and for the way they're playing. I think a couple of times where Longstaff's been robbed, they've been fouls that weren't blown. So
yeah, there's been a couple of fouls out. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, so I can't say that those are mistakes on Longstaff's part because I think he was fouled.
There has been times, Alex, where he's got the ball and he's laboured on it a little bit too long because he's got to be quick. It's Champions League.
But they should have been fouls. They were fouls.
Yeah, some of them. Some of them.
Bruno does it, and we say it's amazing, intelligent. Longstaff does it. We say he's meandering on the ball. We've got to be consistent with how we analyze these players. I think Longstaff was in the about the zip in midfield as well. You've got to look at the standards of the pitch right now in terms of the weather. Of course, balls are going left, right, and centre, up in the air. Dortmund are struggling. We're struggling with that kind of stuff. It's gonna happen. We can't lose our minds and go, oh my God, we're not playing passes properly. This will be the same in the second half. We're going to have to get used to it. So Dortmund are going to grind. They're aware of the conditions. We can't just start whinging because it's wet. This is what we're about. No, we know it's wet. Cold, windy night in Wednesday in the northeast. This is our backyard. We know it's raining. Who cares? We've just got to dig in. It is what it is. We've got players who can come off the bench and make a difference in Tonali and Anderson. Potentially some fullbacks in sort of
Anderson's
Livramento.
not on the bench, mate.
Is he not? Oh,
no.
Scratch that then. Tonali and what's wrong with Anderson? Why is he not on the bench?
We don't know. We think it's we haven't had any news from the manager or anything. So
should we have had a penalty?
I can't feel like should we have had a penalty. I mean, he blocked him, but the camera angles provided were again. We're going to have to see a better replay than that because it was difficult to tell if he was going to be able to follow the ball through, whether it was.
I think what went against him was he took a very heavy touch, and I think the ball got away from him, and I think it was a foul. Don't get me wrong, I think it was a foul. But Call Me Swift says a lot of negative opinions in the chat today. I don't think we've played that bad at all. I don't think we've played badly actually. I've enjoyed the way we've played, and we've said that a few times during the commentary, Billy. It's just some of the balls have just been slightly overhit because as soon as they're hitting the ground, they're skidding, taking off, and it's difficult to judge a pass when you don't know the reaction the ball's going to have when it's hitting a very, very wet surface. Yeah,
and it's not just it's people that we don't expect it from. I mean, Trippier's overhit 2 or 3 passes. And Bruno's got that chip passing correctly today, and Miggy fell over the ball, unfortunately.
He did, yeah, he did. Brainiac says we have 2 injury-prone strikers. We are still in the game. Need to get the SU in the middle of and the goals will come. I mean, Isak's Alex. I mean, it looks like it's a reoccurrence of the injury. So we're probably not going to have him available for a while because they're simply going to have to wait till this heals up properly. Because as soon as he's, like Billy said in commentary, when he's just sitting down like that, not writhing around in agony, you know exactly what the problem is.
We'll wait and see. We will have to wait and see with that one. It could be one where if it's the same area, maybe it's more in his head. Get it scanned, have a look. We'll wait and see. It could be less than he's thinking, or maybe it is bad. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Again, we're in a position now where obviously we were talking earlier on in the season how if we get into a bit of a sticky patch injury-wise, we can play Gordon central and Barnes out left. We don't have Barnes. So Willock needs to get some minutes in those legs real damn quick. Because this could get real sticky going into sort of it's a good. I know we all mock the international break, but thank God we've got another one next month because we need to try and nurse these players through this season. It's going to be a slog of a season for us. We've just got to keep grinding.
Absolutely. Guys, we've got over 1,900 people watching. Thank you again so much for spending your evening with us on the watch along. Please do give it the thumbs up if you were enjoying it. We have 630 likes when we've got over 1,900 watching. Just take 2 seconds out, guys, and just hit that thumbs up button just underneath the three of us and support the channel that way. It really does help us in the algorithms of YouTube. And of course, if you are new, please do what a lot of people have already done tonight as well and subscribe to the channel, which is free to do so. But also remember to hit that notification bell, which will let you know when we schedule our live shows or we upload any recorded ones. And of course, you can donate to the channel tonight, as so many people have, by hitting the $sign at the bottom of the live comments, and also become a member by hitting that join button right under the three of us as well. But likes, please, they are very essential to this channel that we get the likes up so that we get recognized on YouTube and people like yourselves can also find the channel in the search results. Tommy also says, War Flags are doing their best, but I'm sure but after the Toon vocals are done, it's nothing but Dortmund ultras. I mean, they
are some of the best fans in the world. You know, we've got to be at our best.
We claim to be the best in the world as well, Alex. I think when we go against these sort of fans, we've got to up our game. We did against PSG, so I don't know why. There's quite a number of comments being in. I mean, obviously, me and Billy can't hear because we're not allowed the sound on. It's.
I mean, it's hard to bring that kind of emotion and intensity, whether you're a player or a fan, to every game. It's tough. We're going to have to get used to it and relearn.
Yeah, and plus they are in
get a drum in the ground. That's what we need.
They're fully sheltered, aren't they? As well. I mean, some of our fans will be getting some kind of soaking, won't they? Yeah, they're well under the gods, under the roof completely, aren't they?
Dortmund Twitter have asked Newcastle Twitter, where is Santiago Munoz? Oh,
that's quite funny.
Barney Rubble says Willock isn't ready for the pace of this game. I think it would be an awful risk bringing him on. Yeah, I agree.
Well, I think we're going to see Tonali before Willock anyway.
Hell yes.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
I mean, it would be perfect, Alex, if he comes on and just wallops one into the top of the onion bag. We know the ban is probably going to come tomorrow, but hey, he's still allowed to play tonight, and we can still use him.
It's written. It's written, isn't it? It's written. You can just tell with these things sometimes, and I feel like, I'm not supposed to do this because I'm supposed to go with data, but you just feel it, can't you? You can feel the substitution coming. We'll see what happens with it. Can I just mention as well, for anybody saying we're playing bad, that is an enormous disservice.
I want to take Wayne up on his comment, to be honest, guys, because Wayne says, terrible first half. Lascelles backing off far too much. This is shit first half. Trips is not at his best. Joe Linton is terrible. First half as well. Only Gordon looking good. I mean, Wayne...
Part-time fan.
Sounds like Alan Hampson. Terrible.
You can't win nothing but him.
I think Lascelles has actually been magnificent this first half.
His clearances have been awesome.
Trippier didn't track a runner properly, and Lascelles turned around and screamed at him. That's amazing. That's what that's all we've ever wanted, is do your job as a captain. I love it. I love that he's so much of that kind of guy that he doesn't care it's Kieran Trippier. He turns around and goes, "You didn't track that runner, do better." Love it. Lascelles has been excellent this half. It's not his fault we conceded. He's been brilliant in my opinion.
But look, I think we're only 1-0 down. It's not the end of the world, and I think we played all right.
We've had chances. Gordon should have scored, shouldn't he? Let's be honest.
there's a lot of unnecessary negativity,
what-
but that's
what
always
game
the
have we
case
not
when
scored in
Newcastle
this
are
year?
losing.
So we didn't
Well,
score
exactly.
against Milan. We didn't
Man
score
City.
against City. That's it, right? I
Mhm.
think we've scored in every single other game we've played. And we're the highest XG and the best goal difference in the Premier League at the moment.
Yep.
We just got to believe. We've got to try and score another goal and we get points
Yeah.
out of this game.
What we
Indeed.
need to do is get Gordon on the ball, running at that fullback who's got a yellow card on him. That's what we need to do.
Indeed. Right, Alex, we'll see you at full time, matey. Thanks very much. And enjoy the second half, dude.
Yeah. See you soon, everyone.
So there was Alex and Eddie in deep discussion with Jason Tyndall. Again, if you want to be with us through the second half, you might be a bit ahead if you're watching it on the TV. We're watching through the internet. So PSG have scored straight after half-time and lead Milan 2-0. Longstaff is going to kick the game off for the second half. And we are... when the referee decides to blow his whistle... underway. Dear God. I mean, that what the hell was the referee doing there? Christ. Anyway, we're underway, and immediately the ball skids off the surface out for a throw-in to Borussia Dortmund. Once again, guys, please, no spoilers in the chat. That's why we make it subscriber only, because normally if you're a subscriber, you do respect the rest of the chat, and hopefully you can understand that some people can't watch the game and have to rely on our commentary. So please, no spoilers until me and Billy have commentated on it. Then you can talk about it in the chat. Thank you very much. The rain is absolutely horsing down, it's fair to say. But the pitch is holding up quite well, Billy.
It is, yeah. It really is. Lascelles with a thunderous header there. Fantastic.
As we look at the Dortmund fans now, still singing away as they would. The team's 1-0 up. They're enjoying their Champions League trip. But I want to see us being a bit more edgy in the middle of the park this half, just closing down a bit quicker, being a bit quicker on the ball in the middle as well, and not sort of dozing around with it.
I think Joe Linton needs to up his game a little bit. You know, he's had his game Saturday to try to kind of get the rust out of his system, and he's been the same tonight. Brilliant there from Bruno. Is it Bruno? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was. Schlotterbeck across to Wolf in the right back position. Back to the keeper now.
Should be on, and it's not.
Yeah. A lot of time for the goalkeeper there to pick his pass out, but good strength again from Dan Byrne. Scarza Gaming 8, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for your membership, and welcome to the Toon Review family. Thank you so much for signing up to a membership. Really do appreciate that. Here is Dan Byrne on the left-hand side now. Bringing it forward. He's got Marlon for company and then runs the ball out of play. I think it was a bit of
any favours there, did he?
Yeah, the shake hands there. I thought that they just got in each other's way there, but never mind. Still very early doors, of course, in this first half. Dortmund leading through a goal right on half-time from Nemecha. Knife through the heart, that, but a goal was coming either way. But I think there's definitely more goals in this. And the referee having a little word with Joe Linton here.
Dickhead. It's fucking the man's game. What a fucking knob.
I mean,
we know Joe Linton doesn't like Portuguese referees, does he?
No, he's not a fan of them, Billy, no. Anyway. Dortmund have the ball now with Schlotterbeck. Left-footed swung ball looking to the right-hand side. Good defending again by Dan Byrne. And Wolf decides that he doesn't want to go for the ball. He tries to get a one off the ball boy. The ball boy just looks at him and says, go and get the ball, son. Here's Hummels. Back to Wolf. Wolf now bringing the ball forward over the halfway line and going on. He's got round there too easy for me. And Dortmund are into the box here. This is danger and a little bit of silly play there by trying to see who that was. It might. Oh, what a ball that is, Nick Pope off his line. But I think it was Nemecha, Billy. He took a shot there when he really he had so much time there to pick a pass out.
Yeah, I think they missed a chance there, really, missed a trick. I tell you what, if I was close to him, I'd be shoving them sticks right where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, but listen, I don't mind drums, me. I think they get the crowd going, Billy. You know, they've got loudspeakers there. They've got, they've got everything with them. Good turn by Big Joe, but he's lost the ball there.
Did too much again, see?
Yeah. And Dortmund could have been clear there, but they knock it back. Here's Ozcan out now to the right-hand side again. Marlon inside. Good bit of passing by Dortmund. They're looking at a bit more confident on the ball here, but that's a little bit of an overhit pass. And Schlotterbeck keeps it in, but good work by Miggy. Miggy pressing. Schlotterbeck has to use his right this time. It's into the sky. Share is under this, but it's been won by Sabitzer. Share shouldn't really be losing to Sabitzer in the air. Long ball again, up in the sky. Hummels with a header. Nobody can get the ball under control here. It's just bouncing around.
I'd like to see the change come sooner rather than later with Tonali, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I have to say I agree, Billy. I don't think he should let this go on too much longer because he'll have wanted an immediate response, I think.
Yeah, we just seem to be chasing the ball again, don't we? And it's going to be a free kick for that, isn't it? Of course he is.
PSG 2-0 to Milan. They put a goal up again, saying 2-0, but I thought it was already 2-0 unless it was disallowed. But young boys have equalised against Manchester City at the Wankdorf, Billy.
Well, yeah.
As Nick Pope immediately throws out to Gordon. But look at the way that skids off the surface. There's nothing really Anthony Gordon can do there.
It's a good idea
throw by Nick Pope.
It is, yeah, it is.
Just skids off the surface so quick as soon as it hits the ground.
It's a different kettle of fish to the game against PSG for certain. They look much more up for it and, couldn't get into Bruno. Well played.
Nice by Bruno. Again, trying to get into Joe Linton, but just nipped off him.
The game's passing Joe Linton by, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's not at the races at the minute.
And he did it. They'll know Joe Linton from his time in the Bundesliga. So, yeah, I think it could be a time for a change. I think
of course, he played a very, very different position when he was in the Bundesliga.
He did.
Yeah.
They'll know his strengths and weaknesses. And
he's just hacked Marlon down there for it's a silly foul to give away. It's in a dangerous position. That
the game's just passing him by. Everything's moving a little bit too quick for him, I think.
Nice bit of play by Dortmund again. Nemec has gone after it. Fabian Schär comes across, covers, does really well. Lovely little ball up to Gordon. I'm not sure who the hell Gordon was passing to there, but it's gone straight to a Dortmund shirt. We're just being a little bit panicky on the ball, Billy, which is unusual.
We're second best, no doubt about it.
And Royce tries a one from distance, and that flies over the bar, and it is out for a goal kick to Newcastle.
The signs are on the wall. I mean,
yeah, I'd agree. Billy, just give us a time check. What you want at the minute?
51:38.
Yeah, same as me. It just went off on mine for a second there. Here is Fabian Schär for Newcastle to Dan Burn, up the line to Gordon. Gordon's seen the ball in the wrong places, Billy. We need Gordon facing the other way.
He certainly is, yeah. He certainly is. We need to kind of manoeuvre a way of getting him running that fullback. Yeah. I mean, it's credit Dortmund for not allowing it, but I mean, for us to win this game, I think that's the key to it. I really do.
As Schär goes for a long ball, it's a beautiful ball to Miggy, and this time Miggy is there as it skids off the surface, but he brings it down really well. There's it back to Trippier. Trippier first time cross, too deep for everybody. Wolf volleys it away first time. Burn and Marlon going at it again.
There's no foul there.
Free. Come on!
There's space between the two of them, referee, you blind prick.
You've got to be able to challenge for a header, man.
Well, I don't think he even did. Look at this. He's got his shirt in his hands.
Well, I know, but Billy, it's just a challenge for a header.
Maybe you can't grab the shirt these days, can you?
You can't do anything, really. You can't even, I mean, dear me. But there's no sign of any changes yet. 53 minutes coming up, and Newcastle, well, I mean, we haven't got started second half. We haven't got going at all. Bruno trying to drive us forward there, and the referee's pulled it back for a free kick early. Not for the tackle on Bruno, but it's an earlier one.
This is strange. The referee's very strange, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't get some of his decisions, to be honest. As Nick Pope brings the ball out his penalty area.
Please don't piss about
There's
there.
a little short one to Lascelles. Now into Trippier. Good pressing by Dortmund again.
Yeah. We're being out Newcastle.
Playing Newcastle at their own game, aren't they?
Yeah, we're being out Newcastle. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Trippier fires it forward. Callum Wilson goes after it, but again, just skids off the surface and out for a throw into Dortmund. We actually, I do agree with some of the chat that we look worse at the start of this half than we did in the first half. Absolutely. We ain't got going yet. John Joe, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. He says the fans need to get involved, and this game is calling out for Tonali and Murphy.
Yeah, they've been sport the past couple of years, haven't they? The fans, they do need to get involved. I agree. We can't hear it clearly, but
Atletico Madrid have equalised at Parkhead. That's 2-2 after 53
that's
minutes.
a great ball. Is it?
No,
No, it
it's
ain't.
too much pace on that. Yeah. And now Dan Burn is out of position. Daniel Marlin on the ball, brings it over the halfway line, plays it inside. It hits the referee. It's a bit, but the referee will stop the game and give the ball back to Dortmund. DK35 says, I know the weather is bad and we have been so good recently and every team has off days, but we're really poor. Can't believe Isak is injured again. He needs to put some muscle on as he looks so fragile. Yeah, he's not the bulkiest of guys, is he? As that spins away for a throw into Dortmund, level with the penalty area. We've got to be careful here. I mean, surely Eddie's aware, Billy, that there's no change here, so we have to do something. He's got to mix it up a little bit here.
I mean, he's probably thinking it's Tonali's straight. That's brilliant for Miggy, by the way.
It certainly is. Callum Wilson's away here. Now, Callum's running. He's got Hummels, but he's also got Schlotterbeck behind him, and he can't find Anthony Gordon. That was never on there. There was too many Dortmund shirts around.
However, I was quite impressed with Wilson's pace there, to be fair.
Absolutely. It certainly disappeared into the night sky there, but one-on-one with Hummels, he's probably got him, but it didn't happen. Barney Rubble says, Isak looks like a vegetarian. How do you look like a vegetarian?
Lord knows.
I'm not sure.
Perhaps he's got a carrot for it. I'm not saying what I was going to say there.
No, let's not believe. Here's Miggy again, but he's knocked off the ball.
Go on, get that.
Yep, Joe Linton. Nice ball to Miggy. Miggy's got an overlap from Trippier. Doesn't use him. Does use him now. I think that was that came too late. That's a lovely ball from Trippier into Longstaff. And Longstaff's been held there. And the referee says no foul. It deflects off Miggy, bounces into the penalty area, cleared away. And somehow, what a tackle by Fabian Schär that is. And a brilliant chance here for Newcastle. Gordon to Wilson!
He's missed
it! He's got to score from 3 yards out. He hits the goalkeeper.
Lucky there. Wilson's got to score there. I'm sorry. That's a terrible miss.
Wow. I mean, the goalkeeper in the right place. I don't think he knew much about it. Now Marlin's just bursting away down the left. Doing Lascelles, but credit to Lascelles. He's got himself back. Marlin cuts inside, goes inside of Trippier, and it's blocked again. Great defending by Jamal Lascelles. Really good defending there, Billy, because it looked at one stage that Marlin was clean. He was disappearing.
Jamal Lascelles, his pace is reacquired after this kind of slim down he's had. Did brilliantly there. He's been outstanding today.
Yep. Here's Fabian Schär, who made that brilliant tackle to set the whole Newcastle attack open. Really disappointing from Callum. You'd expect him to bury that. Joe Linton now. Back to Schär. Schär, in turn, goes back to Dan Burn. Newcastle just with a bit of energy here. He is Joe Linton.
Give it Gordon. Give it Gordon.
Gordon's in. Gordon's in. Gordon's in. Gordon's in. No, he just deflected out for a corner, and Gordon waves at the Gallagher to get them going. But Newcastle have stepped up a gear here, Billy.
Absolutely. We should be one apiece. No doubt about that. There's a brilliant challenge from Schär to win the ball. But he's got to score this. He really has. He even took a touch. He even took a touch and he's hit it with his right. And the keeper's doing well to come out a little bit.
You can't miss them in the Champions League, Billy.
No.
You can't. But having said that, we've stepped it up. Definitely the last few minutes, we've definitely stepped it up. And Callum Wilson has really paid off with himself. But don't let it go. Just get on with it.
Well, let's hope Trippier can get a decent delivery in this time, because so far his deliveries haven't been as usual, have they?
I agree. Here it comes. No, the referee's deciding he wants to have a chat with a couple of players first.
He's a real finicky ref, isn't he?
Oh, he's a pain in the ass. Joe Linton then gets involved. It's Marco Reus and Bruno who he's having a chat with. Reus is just laughing at him. Now he's having a conversation with Bruno. And now we might actually get them with a corner. Here's Trippier. That's a better corner, but no real challenge from Newcastle players there. Miggy heads it down. It's not a great one. And, well, we've recovered, but then Miggy gives it away. But then Dan Burn gets a good tackling. Anthony Gordon now for Newcastle. Gordon, lovely football. Out to Trippier. Trippier flicks it in now to Bruno. Bruno can turn, plays it out wide and turn to now Fabian Schär. Longstaff in support of him. Bruno inside. Here's Bruno for Newcastle. Steps past Reus. Bruno looking for an outlet. Gives it now to Almiron on the right-hand side. Mickey does a little bit of jinking. That 1-2 was never on Sean in a million years. Come on. Just think about it. John Joe, thanks for your 199. He says we need to get Dan Burn on the back post. Oh, well, that corner was begging somebody to get on the end of it, to be honest. It was a much better corner, Billy.
It was, yeah.
Lascelles wins it again. Anthony Gordon. But he's got 3 Dortmund players on him. And then...
This could be... No.
I know what you were thinking there, Billy. Just a rapid deflection off Fabian Schär straight over the keeper's head.
Yeah, I think Eddie's been a bit reactive. He needs to make a change.
Yeah.
We have took the upper hand a little bit, so maybe he's stopping it for that. Well played, Anthony.
Yeah, definitely up the pace. Steve says Eddie's Achilles heel is he's very slow to change 1 or 2 players who are blatantly off the game, who make players around them feel uneasy. It dents their confidence. If no win tonight, it'll be down to Eddie. Wow. I mean, let's not be too...
That's a bit hyperbolic, I think.
Yeah. Or Marlon showing a bit of pace, but Fabian Schär says, no, you will not pass. And he's G'ing the rest of the team up. I love that from Fabian Schär.
Well, he's upset with his midfield, isn't he? They're on their own. They're really having to defend by the skins of the teeth here. There's no heart for the midfield whatsoever.
What a tackle that was, by the way, Billy.
On that left side, it's brilliant midfield, a brilliant tackle, but it's Joe Linton again, isn't it?
Yeah. Throw into Dortmund. Burn heads it away. Comes to Callum Wilson. Takes it down really well. Goes past Schlotterbeck. He's got 3 to deal with, though, here, Callum Wilson, but does well to win a throw in. Good tackle by Schlotterbeck, who's been great tonight for them. He's been I can see why Newcastle were looking at him at one stage. But still, after the hour, Dortmund lead through Nemetsch's goal just before half-time. But we have definitely stepped it up the last 10 minutes or so. We've looked a lot better, apart from that Bruno pass. But then look at the determination to win it back. And he plays a wonderful ball out to the left for Anthony Gordon. Gordon, run at them. He is Joe Linton. Joe Linton turns. He's got 3 Dortmund players to deal with. Gets it back to Burn. Burn inside now to Bruno. Bruno, little spin. Beautiful spin from Bruno. Now out to the left to Joe Linton. Joe Linton into the box it comes. It's fired in low and Wilson hits it. He's claiming a corner and we get one.
Good defending from Ben Sabayini.
I'm just calling him Bessie. Great ball in by Joe Linton. Kept it low. Was aiming for Wilson. And Benny Benassi got in there first. So 61 minutes gone. Still no sign of a Newcastle United change, by the way. It is a corner. And it comes. It's another good one. And the keeper got a good punch on it, but the referee's blown for a free kick. It's against Dan Burn. And Dortmund are going to make a change. Well, and the weekend is coming on.
Proactive, isn't it? You know, it's proactive management. You can see that the tide is turning a little bit, and he's going to try and disrupt it a bit.
Yeah, so the veteran Marco Reus is coming off,
and more legs on with Adeyemi, who got proper legs. Good, this lad's rapid.
Yeah, Adeyemi, he does scare me a little bit, I have to say, Billy. And you know, it does give them a different dimension because obviously Reus hasn't got the pace. Jacob Murphy is coming on for Newcastle.
Well, it'll be for Miggy, won't it?
But why? I don't see the point in that. Well, Tonali's coming on as well. So this will probably be Tonali's last appearance, of course, for a good while. He's having a big chat with Eddie Howe there about what he wants him to do.
2-1 the draw, he's saying.
Billy! Shocking.
Come on, well played, Fabian.
Oh, Shah stands up again, just deflected. Shah's been superb again tonight, Billy. He's been absolutely bloody brilliant.
Both centre-halves have to be fair.
Look at the ball, though. But every ricochet going to a yellow shirt, it's incredible. Rochi says, score a goal now and we could go on to win the game. I actually agree with that. I think we've been the better team the last 15 minutes. Certainly stepped it up a gear and we're properly going at them. Over 1,700 watching, guys. Please do hit the subscribe button. If you are new, come and be part of this incredible community that we have on the Toon Review, and hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss anything that we put out on the channel. And of course, please do keep hitting that like button. We're at 858. We want to get over 1,000 today. So please keep hitting the thumbs up button if you're enjoying the stream. And don't forget to super chat or remember, just skids off the bloody surface again. God damn this rain.
And here come the changes. I'm guessing it'll be Joe Linton and Miggy off.
I would imagine.
It
Billy.
could be Sean. It could be Sean. But let's see.
I don't think it takes Sean off. I'll be
No, I don't
very
think so.
surprised. Well,
Why aren't they making a change now? What are they delaying it for? Well, I've wasted. There you go. It is Dolan.
Joe Linton for Murphy, and Sean for Tonali.
Yeah. I
So
didn't think that.
yeah, but he hasn't taken any of the front three off there, Billy.
He took Longstaff and Miggy off, didn't he?
Longstaff and Joe Linton.
Did he?
I'm not sure what.
Oh, there's Miggy there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's Joe Linton, definitely, Billy. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure about what formation we're going here. As Man City have took the lead at the Wankdorf against Young Boys.
I knew they'd pull it off eventually.
Yes, they would. Yes, there it is, guys.
It'd be a long drawback if they lose there.
Oh.
They've come strong at the end, though.
I'm still trying to work out what formation we're playing now. Oh, that's brilliant from Trippier into Murphy now. Murphy just blocked out there by 2 Dortmund players, but we're pushing Dortmund back now, Billy. That's a very good sign. Our share goes back to Nick Pope. He's got Lascelles in acres of space. Here is Jamal Lascelles back to Pope. I still think there's something in this game for us, Billy. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we're going for it in a big way. Oh, brilliant, Tonali.
Oh, Tonali, that's brilliant work. And Miggy sets Wilson away. Just playing out wide to De Murphy, was through.
Not seeing what he was trying to do. He was trying to cut inside Schlotterbeck, but Schlotterbeck wouldn't have none of it, and now they're on the attack.
Certainly are. He is Adeyemi. He is rapid. He's going against Trippier. Adeyemi into the box, goes to the byline, pulls it across with his left hand. He wants a penalty, but the referee says corner. Just defend this. We're so close to an equalizer, Billy. I can smell it.
Has he pulled Miggy back into the middle of the park, I wonder?
I'm still trying to work it out. I mean, they can't give a handball for that. Jesus H. Christ.
It's not handball, you silly German prick.
Sabitzer with a corner for Dortmund. A good header away by Dan Burn. Marlon plays it straight back towards the penalty area, flicked on. This is a chance for Dortmund here. Everything seems to have stopped still. And the ball across Tonali, plays it away. And it's gone out for an offside. Seemed to take an age there, but Tonali did well again, Billy.
Potentially, it's 4-4-2, isn't it?
It looks that way, yeah.
And maybe Gordon's joining Wilson up front and Murphy on one side, Miggy on the other. And Bruno and Tonali in the middle, potentially.
I mean, Hummels is miles offside there. Why let that player go on for so long? It's just ridiculous.
It's wasted our time, isn't it?
Of course it has. Tonali telling Miggy to throw it forward instead of going back. I actually agree with that. And I didn't see what happened there, but
No, me.
it looks like Bruno's down, but he's up on his feet again. Free kick to Newcastle.
Give it
Bruno
share.
takes it quickly. Lascelles now across to Fabian Schär. 23 minutes to go of normal time. Still 1-0 Dortmund, but we have been knocking on the door. We had a really poor first 10 minutes of this second half, but then we've really stepped it up. But unfortunately, haven't got that all-important equalizer. Here's Murphy. Lovely little ball inside to Bruno. Murphy was caught very late there, and he looks in some distress, Billy, holding his neck.
Yeah.
Anyway, Miggy goes on. Miggy can play Anthony Gordon in. Gordon to the byline, cuts it back. Wilson can't get there. He goes down.
Just not falling our way, is it?
Wilson is down. I'm more concerned about Jacob Murphy, who looked in absolute... It looks like his left shoulder's gone.
Collarbone, shoulder, broken arm there or something like that.
Yeah, he looked in absolute agony there, Billy. I don't know whether if you saw that or you were watching the play, but if you look back at Jacob, he was in real distress there. And the physios look extremely worried about Murphy's situation here. This may well have to be another change.
This could mean Joe will look coming on after all for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah. Or he could go with Livramento.
Oh, I think he's got to go attacking. You can't just go with the defender, I don't think.
Well, he could put Livramento further forward. He's done that before, Billy.
He
It's an option. I don't think It's his way.
Oh, way it's foul, isn't it? I'm
yeah,
not sure.
it wasn't a foul. It was just the way he fell. Yeah,
Potentially a dislocated shoulder, but let's hope he's okay.
he's not okay, Billy. I don't think he's in any position to carry on. Look how still they're holding his left arm. They've been very protective over that left arm, Billy. This does not look good. Bloody injuries, man. They're crippling us.
He's crying.
Yeah, he's in agony. Oh, God, that's awful to
And
see.
they've put his arm in a sling in his shirt, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. He's off. Now, who they're bringing on, I couldn't quite see there. It's definitely not Joe Willock. It is Matt Target. And Joe Willock.
Well, they're going for it. They're going to put Target as the left back and
I
take
still
Burnett
don't know
off,
who
imagine. Yeah.
Dan Burns come off, yeah. So Target's gone to left back. Willock's come on for Murphy. So, wow, absolutely incredible to see Joe Willock back. I am so happy.
But injuries taking its toll again.
Oh my
that's
God.
Miggy's going to have to play for the foreseeable future on that right-hand side.
Yeah, you get your words out eventually, Billy.
No, it's just pissing me off that the amount of bad luck we've had tonight is unreal.
Oh, it's horrible. Anyway, here is Joe Willock's first touch of the ball down near the corner. He's got it back to Matt Target. He's done really well there. Target cuts inside to Bruno. Bruno takes a touch. 4 Dortmund players around him. Gets it back to Jamal Lascelles. Lascelles brings it forward, plays it in, slight deflection. The ball's pinging around again. Comes out to Bruno. Newcastle definitely knocking on the door here. No doubt about it. Here's Matt Target. Brings it forward again. Back to Bruno, who seems to be the linchpin for everything at the minute. Here's Tonali. Lets it roll past his body. Plays a lovely ball in to Trippier, who goes down, but I think it was a good tackle, Billy.
Brilliant tackle, yeah.
But a lovely ball in from Sandro Tonali. And Miggy does well to win the ball back. And he's given a throw to Newcastle. I thought, oh, bloody hell's fire. What a ball that was by Tonali.
He's been really good since he's come on, hasn't he?
Yeah, but again, Billy's playing on the right side, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Back to Lascelles now. Lascelles all the way across the field to Fabian Schär. Schär takes a touch, gets it forward to Matty Target. Target is definitely more of an attacking left back, I would say, than obviously Dan Burn is, but I think Dan Burn's done nothing wrong tonight. They just played a good game. Man City 3-1 up at the Wankdorf now, so they've pretty much pulled that off, Billy.
Yeah, Ejaculate Grealish has scored that one.
Yep. Ejaculate Grealish. Tonali does really well.
And foul.
Oh, very late. The referee says play on. You're
joking. You're
dear God.
Absolutely.
He's Daniel Marlin now for Dortmund, who are definitely, I don't know whether Dortmund are actually tiring, Billy. I don't know, but
the pressure's on now. I mean, we're getting real pressure now. There's 4 matches.
They are. We're certainly going at it.
Out.
Long ball played forward again. Lascelles is underneath that one. Not a great header, though, from the skipper, but then he wins it back. Tonali now on to Miggy. Miggy, he's got Trippier in support. Trippier turns. Lovely bit of calm play by Kieran Trippier. Now Jamal Lascelles sweeps it out to the left-hand side. Brilliant ball that to Matt Target, who's got an acre of space to run into, and he's going for it. Matt Target.
Willock stopped running. He should have gone on the outside of him. He didn't, though.
Yeah, here's Anthony Gordon. In support is Joe Willock now. Willock.
Get it, Gordon.
Willock just doing that little jinky dance that he does. Chris Waddle-esque, of course. Lovely little flick. And, it's come. Oh, I thought Tonali was going to let one rip there, but it's come to Trippier. Trippier to the back post. It's too high for Willock.
Hit again.
Yeah.
Brilliant
but Matt Target brilliantly wins it back and wins a corner. Superb work from Matt Target.
We're playing really well now.
We are playing well. Yeah.
If we get one, we'll get 2.
It's just the final. The Trippier's crossing's been a little bit off tonight. It's been, just slightly too high or too deep. We are definitely up in the pace here. No doubt about it. Corner to Newcastle United. 73 minutes gone. I thought Tonali was going to hit that, Billy. Just the way it settled there, and then Bruno just clipped it off of his heels. In comes the corner from Trippier. It's a deep one again, but straight into the arms of the goalkeeper.
If we get one, we'll get 2. I'm saying this now.
Yeah, I think the game's there. I think it's there, as people have said in the chat. We just need to get that goal. Of course, Dortmund will be holding out, but look at the press now from us. I mean, we're swarming them like bees around a beehive.
Oh, it's a great little dummy, that.
It certainly is, but Adeyemi's away on the left-hand side here, but the ball might skid off the surface and do us a favour. It does indeed. Thank God for that, because he was away there. Tonali takes a free, the throw in quickly. Lascelles, Tonali skips inside, left foot ball forward, looking for Wilson, but it doesn't find him. Dortmund now have the ball. Adeyemi, Tonali, and Trippier.
Oh, no, they still dive.
Oh, I don't know, Billy.
I don't think anywhere near him. Good way of getting up, mind.
Absolutely. Flexible Mick there was the weekend. Jesus Christ. And Dortmund have got another 2 subs coming on. Sebastian Haller as one of them. In fact, I think it's 3 coming on. Certainly utilising his substitutions.
And Robbie Williams from his after he just left take that. Coming on.
Indeed. Anyway, there's a free kick to take in the meantime, which Sabitza's going to take for Dortmund. It's an in-swinger, and it's out for a goal kick, which I think will mean Dortmund will make their changes now before Nick Pope can get on with the game. No, Nick Pope takes a quick goal kick to Lascelles, rolls it out to Trippier. Trippier has a look, cuts back. I'm not really sure where he was putting that, but it eventually found Matt Target into Joe Willock now. Willock running at Nementia. Brilliant ball inside. Good turn by Anthony Gordon. Oh, almost set Wilson away. So unlucky. And now Dortmund have the ball back in the middle of the park. Sabitzer. Adeyemi was away there, but good defending by Kieran Trippier. We are certainly knocking on the door. We're asking Dortmund all the questions, but at the minute, we haven't been able to get through that door. Here's Joe Willock. Running at Nementia again. Willock, he's on one of those mazy runs where you daren't put a foot in. Matt Target does well to come back and win the ball.
Give it Bruno.
Share now into Bruno. Back to Share. Looking for some.
There's got to be some movement in front of him. Not all walking around.
Yeah. Bruno across to Lascelles. Lascelles just lays it off to Kieran Trippier. Trippier's got Fabian Schär in a lot of space here, just over the halfway line. Fabian Schär now brings it forward, clips it out to the left. Great ball to Gordon. Gordon now. Have a run at, Target. Have a go at Wolf. He's on a yellow card.
Good ball.
Oh, what a ball by Willock now into Anthony Gordon. Gordon now running at Wolf, cuts it back onto his right foot, flicks a left foot crossing. Again, Schlotterbeck is there. Willock looked like he was going to thunder one in, but just a little ball down. Here's Trippier.
No.
The left side was on there as Adeyemi tries to get away from Trippier, but Trippier doesn't let him. Lovely little back heel from, and he's gone down. And has he won a free kick? I believe he hasn't. Referee's telling him to get up. I must admit, I thought that was a foul there, Billy.
He must be like Don Goodman, doesn't he?
He does, yeah, very much so. Fabian Schär now, 14 minutes to go, plus any stoppage time. It's with Matt Target on the left-hand side. He's got support from Gordon and Bruno here. Bruno cuts it inside. He can use Trippier. And Miggy seems to have gone out the game a little bit, but here he is. And it's a terrible touch, but it manages to get to Trippier. Trippier, nice ball down the line for Tonali now. Tonali cuts back. He's got Bruno in support. Tonali hasn't used him yet. Still Tonali on the ball. Lays it off to Almiron. Almiron then into Bruno. Bruno back to Trippier. Trippier across to Fabian Schär. Good football this from Newcastle. Out to the left-hand side now for Matt Target. Inside to Gordon. Gordon a little back heel back to Target. Nice football, but Target just couldn't get the cross in. It just escaped him, and Marlon thumps it into the heavens for a throw to Newcastle. And I think Dortmund may well make the changes now. Indeed, they are.
100%.
And the board's broken. Obviously waterlogged. Daniel Marlin is coming off for number 25, who he looks German, Billy. You know, when you just look at somebody and go, Nicholas Sula, of course. He does. Is he German? Yes, he is. Of course, he's German.
They're happy with the 1-0 now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And number 14 is going to be withdrawn. That is, of course, Füllkrug, and Sebastian Haller is coming on. Of course, had a bit of a rough time at West Ham, but he seems to have found a home in Dortmund, Billy.
Yeah, he's a good player, and he scored that one fantastic goal for West Ham, didn't he? The overhead kick, but nothing else really. And he's come back from a really debilitating illness, hasn't he, as well? So,
yeah. And Nementia's coming off as well. Of course, the goal scorer, and Giovanni Reyna's coming on, the American. Yeah. So there we have it. I think that's all Dortmund substitutions made. So they can't do anything else, but they are now desperately trying to hang on to this 1-0 lead. Gordon to Bruno. Oh, just a little bit of a heavy touch from Bruno, and it was a foul. Well, why is the referee not just playing on there? I mean, Jesus wept.
I'm glad he didn't.
Well, I'm glad he didn't, but you know what I mean, Billy. I mean, that's just explains how dodgy this referee is.
It's been very stop-start this second half, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Certainly the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, Bruno's been booked.
For that?
Yeah.
Really?
Strange, only 2 bookings in the game, but yeah. I mean, I think he stopped Dortmund breaking away there because it did look like they were going away.
Ooh.
I mean, you had to be careful there. Yeah. Into the night sky it goes, flicked on by Adeyemi. Allaire is after this. Lascelles is there. Back to Trippier. Oh, caught very late by Adeyemi. And
we'll get him in the book for that, ref.
How is that not a fucking yellow card, man?
Christ almighty.
That was a painful one down the left ankle for Kieran Trippier. However, Trippier's up and just gets on with it. He knows he's got to get on with it. Fabian Schär now. Looking again for... We've got a bit static there. He's looking for movement, and there isn't any.
Well, we're playing 4-4-2 now, and it's something we've never done into Eddie Howe. I'm not sure they know what they're actually doing. It's been such a
Anthony Gordon screaming for the ball on the left-hand side. He might get it now.
Well, have a go.
Here he is. Cuts inside to Bruno. Bruno has to go back to Lascelles. Good pressing by Dortmund, to be fair. Obviously, they've got some fresh legs on now that can work that. Here's Miggy. Good work by Schlotterbeck again, who I think has been magnificent for them, Billy.
Absolutely outstanding.
Yeah. I think this is the first time I've ever seen this in my life, Billy. The referee's telling them to move the ball forward for a throw-in. We're taking it too far back. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No, it's ridiculous. You can take it away from wherever you like, really, as long as it ain't forward.
Yep. Tonali.
Tonali,
oh, he's given a goal kick. Unbelievable, referee. Give your grandma a ring. It's bingo time. Unbelievable decision. Christ. And of course, the goalkeeper is certainly going to take his time. And he hits it out to the left-hand side. Benny Benassi's there. Oh, that's... Schlotterbeck is just so confident on the ball. Long ball forward by Dortmund. It's caught us out here. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. It's Wolf who's managed to pick the ball up. He plays it inside. Oh, and it's bouncing around. Allaire trying to get there. Brilliant defending by Bruno. And he wins a free kick, which we get on with very quickly. Tonali now for Newcastle. We were almost caught out there, but you can expect that to happen when we're pushing for an equalizer.
That's shit.
Yeah, Tonali can't find the ball. And Dortmund come back at us again with Adeyemi inside to Allaire. Back inside to Adeyemi. Brilliant covering by Tonali. And a goal kick to Newcastle. Frenetic pace as we hit the last 10 minutes here at St. James's Park. And it's still Dortmund leading by that 0-0 that they scored through Nementia just before half-time. Now Joe Willock looking for support and gets it from Bruno. We've got to offer more here. We're a little bit static. Tonali. That's a better ball. Now, Trippier. It's Trips, mate. I don't know where Miggy is.
Oh, it's Trippier, yeah.
Miggy's a little bit further forward. Here is Callum Wilson. Oh, we're referee!
You can't go into your back, you fucking blind twat.
That's unbelievable. Adeyemi now brings it forward, running at Fabian Schär. Adeyemi gets to the byline. There's nobody in the box, but he does win a corner for Dortmund. How the hell was that not a free kick on Bruno, by the way?
Slid straight through him from behind, stood up, play on. You were going to see it here, look. You can't tackle from there.
I mean, he's holding on to his shirt. The referee's looking straight at him. He's literally pulled the shirt off his back.
Shocking. Been outrageous. This referee's been really, really poor.
Bloody hell's fire.
He's spoilt the game for me, actually, at times.
Yeah, he's been rotten. But then again, he's a referee. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel, guys. Thank you very much. Please come and join the community as the corner comes in and Nick Pope gathers it. Come and join this wonderful community on the Toon Review as Gordon now belts forward for Newcastle. Gordon looked like he was pushed by Adeyemi, but we've won a corner.
Well, Adeyemi did fantastic to get back, to be fair.
He certainly did, but I thought he pushed him, though.
We'll take the corner as long as we can get the delivery right. This could be one each.
It's certainly... We really have... Man City have gone 3-1. Hang on a minute. It said 3-1. It must have been disallowed. They are now 3-1 up at the Wankdorf.
Must
So
have
they've
been
definitely had a happy ending, Billy.
must have been some sort of delay in spray on. Can't be too premature with these scores, Paul.
Absolutely, Billy. In comes the corner from Trippier. He's put it in the same place, but this time the goalkeeper punches.
Give it back
Just
again.
want to see a few challenges coming in. Whipped in again.
Oh,
Lascelles
shit.
heads it on. That's not a great header by Lascelles, but he gets a chance to hit a shot. It's terrible defending. The ball is bouncing around in the box. Miggy floats it in. Willock's
Bravo.
header. It's bouncing around again, and we just can't get that final. Now what's he blown for? Is this a penalty incident? The VAR looking at this?
Maybe.
Oh, hello.
Nah.
Oh, no. It's a shoulder. Clear shoulder. This was actually very, very good defending, to be honest. No way in the world was that a penalty. Benny Benassi there with a very confident bit of defending. And now we've lost the ball for a throw into Dortmund.
That's shocking.
Steve Mallam says, handball, surely. Penalty had to be. Give our hit his shoulder, Steve. Come on. I mean, as much as we would love a penalty, mate, we have to be honest. I'm not sure what the referee was doing looking at Callum's shirt pull, though. I think that was outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Here's Bruno for Newcastle. I think we've deserved an equaliser, Billy. I don't think
agree.
we've deserved to lose this game. I really don't.
I kind of agree, but I mean, since they've got the goal, they've kind of played within themselves, Dortmund, haven't they? I think they're happy with what they've got. Of course they are. But there we go.
Gordon now for Newcastle.
Oh,
again,
referee.
And again, this time he's brought down.
Dirty Mackham bastard. Get him in the book. Get him sent off.
I mean, he claims he got the ball, Billy. No, you didn't.
Nowhere
Sunshine.
near it.
No.
Nowhere near it.
Steve says he said penalty before he saw the replay. We'll let you off, buddy. Now, this is a very good position for a free kick. 5 minutes to go, St. James. Well, 4 minutes to go. And it's still Dortmund leading by a goal to nil. But we have deserved an equaliser. We had a rotten first 10 minutes of the second half, but we've dominated since then. In comes Target's ball. It's a header! Oh, it's in the bloody crossbar!
German bastards.
Lascelles with a brilliant header. The goalkeeper was completely beaten. In fact, it was Wilson's header as PSG have gone 3-0 up now against Milan. Brilliant delivery from Target. And the header, just didn't nip. Just didn't dip in time. Trippier's corner comes in, headed away at the front post. And Anthony Gordon sprints all the way back to get it. Plays it back now to Matt Target. Target will float the ball in again. That's deflected. It bounces out and a throw into Newcastle down near the corner flag. We are pressing. We are pressing so hard. Is it just we're going to be one of them days where we just can't get it over the line? Here is Joe Willock.
That's a goal
And
kick.
that's a goal kick, yep. The fans in the Gallagher go nuts, but it was definitely a goal kick. Here's that free kick again, Billy.
It's a great delivery, and it's a great header from Wilson, to be fair. All right, he didn't even know anything about it.
It came off his neck.
If it went in, it was lucky, but it's only an inch from going in, isn't it? It's not our night tonight, folks. It really isn't.
Yeah, actually, it did hit the side of his head, Billy. It was a good header, but yeah, I agree. It's just not going. However, we've got to take heart from this because, we've deserved something out of the game. But look, it's not over yet. I still think there's another chance in this for Newcastle. Bouncing around again, but that's a blatant push if I've ever seen one from Bruno. The referee waves play on. Here's Wolf, gets to the byline. Could be some bits of that. They've both got bloody ponytails.
Man buns, arseholes.
Dortmund win a corner. It is indeed Wolf that got down the byline there. And he in turn G's the Dortmund fans up. And they're not going to be in any hurry to take this corner, of course.
Well, there'll be a fair bit of stoppage time. We've had lots and lots of substitutions, haven't we? So I'm
Yeah.
expecting at least 5 or 6 minutes.
6 minutes, yeah. I'd agree, Billy. I'd agree. Reina now for Dortmund. A little bit of an overhead pass by him. Bruno almost onto it. He is Adeyemi. Very, very confident on the ball there. Back to Hummels. Hummels in turn gives it to Schlotterbeck, who immediately comes on the attack for Dortmund and plays it to absolutely nobody. And Nick Pope gets on with it very quickly, rolls it out to Joe Willock. Willock over the halfway line. Sabitzer in front of him, plays it back to Matt Target. Target back to Joe Willock, rolls it down now to Jamal Lascelles, who in turn has Fabian Schär on the other side. Here is Schär, brings it towards the halfway line. Down the line, good ball to Trippier. Trippier now just delays it. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but he does win a throw in for Newcastle. As we keep knocking on the door, Bruno now to Trippier. Trippier floats a ball all the way to the middle of Lascelles. Lascelles in turn has Matt Target. In turn has Joe Willock. Doesn't use him. Cuts back inside. Gives it to Lascelles. Lascelles into Fabian Schär. Schär down the line. He is Almiron, who's gone very quiet again, but he's done really well there to get a ball to Bruno. Bruno turns. He just sees a yellow wall in front of him. Good defending this by Borussia Dortmund. Target rolls it out now to Joe Willock. Newcastle trying to work that opening. Down the line for Anthony Gordon. And again, Gordon taken out. Very late tackle by Hummels. Come on, Anthony, get up, matey. Got a little sore ankle there, but yeah, Hummels used his experience, shall we say that. That's a yellow card, to be fair.
He got there as quick as he could, to be fair.
I mean, I do think that was I think he's extraordinarily lucky to get away with that, Billy.
Yeah, given some of the yellow cards that have been dished out. I mean, there's only been 2, but I mean, I don't think Bruno's was by any stretch of the imagination.
4 minutes of additional time, Billy.
That's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic.
That's terrible.
About 28 fucking sub-second half.
Yeah, Eddie Howe's having a word with the 4th official there. I think that's absolutely disgusting.
That's disgrace. That's
wow. Anyway, good opportunity here. Trippier. Far too close to the goalkeeper, though, Billy.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
you know, he's not giving us those sort of deliveries are not giving us any opportunity to get a header in. You know, Matt Target's put the best ball in.
Yeah, I agree. We've got someone who can do a long throw, have we?
No, Trippier just raced across to take the throw and turn back to Fabian Schär. This looks like it's going to have to go back to the goalkeeper. Yep, that's frustrating. Nick Pope gets on with it though. Lascelles. Out to Target at left back. Target rolls the ball forward to Anthony Gordon. Who turns again and pushed off the ball again. I mean, that's Sula, and that's. I mean, you know,
they're taking it in turns, aren't they? Of
course they are. Yeah, absolute horseshit from the referee, and he doesn't even look like he's going to punish any of these players. Why isn't Trippier just letting Matt Target take that set?
Yeah, it's wasting our own time, isn't it?
God Almighty, man. Just under 3 minutes of additional time left. The ball floated forward, and it's going to roll out for a goal kick. That's frustrating. That is very, very frustrating. 1 booking each in the match so far, which, given some of the tackles that we've seen, is quite incredible. But this is a big result for Dortmund, Billy.
Yeah, it makes the group all square again. 3 teams going for. I mean, Milan look like they're the kind of
whipping boys. Yeah,
it's ridiculous, really. And of course, they've got to come to St James's yet. But I think we've been a little bit complacent tonight. You know, the fans, no noise, no atmosphere.
Yeah, I think. I
don't
think we've played too badly, Billy, to be honest. I think we've done all right. We've knocked on the door. It's just been one of them nights where we just, you know. Oh, my goodness me. And he gets away with it because it's not a back pass, of course, because he certainly didn't mean that. That was so lucky. And he's pretending he's pulled a muscle.
He might have done.
Now, here's Bruno. Just looking for that one little through ball.
He hasn't pulled
a minute and a half to go. Schär heads it on. Anthony Gordon comes back, chests it down to Jamal Lascelles. We've got to hurry up and get the ball forward now. We're with Bruno. Bruno plays it out to Fabian Schär. If anyone can hit a wonder pass, it's him. Schär just gives it in short to Trippier, flicks it on for Tonali. Tonali now, he's got an overlap from the centre-back, and he's going to win a corner for Newcastle. This is the last swing of the dice. Now, I would give this a target for an in-swinger, because I don't particularly think Trippier's corners have been great tonight. And Nick Pope's coming forward as well. So this is the last throw of the dice. We're inside the final minute of additional time. I'd love Tonali to score here. I really would.
Anybody will do.
Well, yeah. Trippier's ball in, flicked away. Nick Pope is now way out of his goal, but of course, it's back now with Matt Target. Target Plays a ball into Bruno. Bruno turns. It's into the box. It's a shot by Tonali. It's blocked. It's Gordon!
Oh, you
It's off
jammy
the bar
fuckers!
again!
You jammy bastards!
Oh my God!
Oh, how lucky are these fucking box heads?
That's unbelievable.
Still got
And
another corner.
VAR want to have another look at something here. I'm not sure what they're looking at. Oh, a handball possibly.
We can't see from that angle.
No. It looped and hit the
Oh,
underside
is
of
it
the
here?
bar.
Is it here? No, it's not.
I'm not sure what they're looking at, to be honest.
It's the handball before that, and we didn't get the view of it because there was players in the way. So look, the other side. That's the 4 minutes up anyway, but we just waited 30 seconds on that VAR check.
Yeah, it's another corner which Trippier will take. Trippier into the box. Pope goes for it.
Have a dig.
It's bounced loose.
Ah,
Miggy
fuck off.
miles
Leave
over
it
the
back.
bar. That will be it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And yes, the referee blows for full time. It's finished. Newcastle United 0, Borussia Dortmund 1. Look, it's frustrating. It is frustrating because we've lost the game. However, I thought we'd give everything in that second half. I really did. We started the second half really poorly. We came back into it, Billy, and I thought we might have got something. We've hit the bar twice in the second half. I think we really did deserve something tonight. But listen, you've got to take the positives out of that rather than the negatives because, we've got a couple of bad injuries. We just couldn't get that final little bit of luck.
They've got away with bloody murder there, haven't they? I mean, we talk about ricochets and things going against us. We've seen 2 in the second half.
Yeah.
They've got away with murder. Let's be honest. We deserved at least a point, if not all 3 or all 2. How many get in the Champions League? And you can't fault them for effort. I thought we played really, really well tonight. And
IFL Discovery, thank you for your £2 super chat, mate, but you're talking nonsense. SJP is not a fortress. Liverpool and Dortmund embarrassed us. You tell me, come back and tell me how Dortmund embarrassed us tonight, please. I'd love to know, because we certainly weren't embarrassed. Dylan Richardson, thanks for your $1.99 super chat. Gutted. That crossbar is going to be in my nightmares.
Yeah.
Alex, good evening.
Yeah, how are we doing?
Listen, I'm quite upbeat. The IFL Discovery there with that comment really paid me off a little bit, saying we were embarrassed.
There's a few of them. There's a few of them around, but they don't know football. They don't know ball.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
ignore them.
We played poorly
very,
the
very
first
good game.
7-8 minutes of the second half, and then we dominated. We just didn't get that last bit of luck.
Absolutely.
Hit the bar twice.
Yeah, we should have scored. I mean, we absolutely should have scored. We did everything right. We created the opportunities. Eddie Howe was head in hands at the end of the game. He doesn't normally show that much emotion. He knows we did not deserve to lose that game. I'm not saying we necessarily deserve to win it, but we did not.
I think a 1-1 draw would have been a
all.
fair result. I do.
And Dortmund celebrated that like they'd won the bloody cup because they know
it's a
how
big result
much
for
of
them.
a result that was. They held on for dear life. It shows how much we want the win. We take Pope up twice for corners.
Wilson misses from
just
3
one of
yards
those.
out. We hit the bar twice. Just disappointing. But we got to take the positives
I don't think
out
the
of it.
referee helped. The ref was, to be fair, the ref. The ref wasn't great in the build up to the goal. We can't really take the goal away from Dortmund. It was a good goal, but the ref didn't help the game. I thought he was sort of the foreign version of Mike Dean. I thought he was trying to take center stage. He was over dramatic. He was trying to get involved in everything he could. Every set piece, he would blow the whistle to go and talk to players, but then he was completely ignoring massive shirt pulls. Shocking.
That one on Callum Wilson, that shirt pull, was a disgrace because the replay shows the referee's angle. He's looking at it.
And not just that, 4 minutes injury time with a gazillion substitutes and Jacob Murphy being down for a couple of minutes with his shoulder. There's at least 6 or 7 injury time minutes there without any shadow of a doubt.
But again,
100%.
Alex, injuries hit us. We're probably looking at long term for Murphy. Isak went off injured. Very, very disappointing to see them go off. So we have. But I thought Anthony Gordon was outstanding tonight. I mean, he was getting lynched every time he was getting the ball. He was getting absolutely chopped in half.
Yeah, I mean, the referee was shocking at protecting players tonight. Look at the injuries. He wasn't calming players down. He should have been booking players for serious fouls. He was booking people for silly things, but then not booking people for very strong tackles that were fouls. And look how many players got injured tonight. The referee was poor at controlling the game. He was,
I'm starting to wonder if
getting
IFL
bored of-
Discovery is an actual Newcastle
yeah.
fan.
Could we just
Other
ban
than
him? He's
Isak,
annoying.
we have no excuse.
No, he doesn't.
I mean,
he doesn't deserve time. Just get rid of him. He doesn't deserve any time. Just get rid of him.
the thing is, I mean,
There you go. He's gone.
you know, to be honest, we have to be honest. People, did we hit the bar 3 times?
Many. We had 3
Oh,
big
right.
chances in the game to Dortmund's 1. We
Yeah.
deserved a goal in that game, which would have got us a point, and I feel like that was a fair result. I think we all feel like a draw would have been a fair result.
Mhm.
I'm not disappointed by how we played in that game. I thought even players I thought the Cells stepped up. I think Matt Target came on and did okay. Everybody tried.
Put the
their
best cross of the
utmost
game in
that
Matt Target for Wilson's
Yeah,
header off the
they
bar.
played.
I know Toon Army
again,
was
I thought
excellent when he came
Tonali-
on as well.
Oh, some of the passes and silky stuff. It looks
Yeah.
like the pressure's off him somehow because he looks magnificent again.
Well, hopefully that's a
we were
sign
great.
of what we've got to come after his ban, of course. But look, the group's wide open now. I mean, Milan. I mean, they're not having a great time, but we can still qualify here. And I think Eddie will be telling the guys, sure, keep your heads up. You deserve to keep your heads up after that performance. We weren't embarrassed. In fact, we had the better of that second half by a long stretch. Apart from the first 7 or 8 minutes of that half, and then we came into the game and we dominated.
Let's not forget, second place gets us through as well.
Exactly. So I
we
thought,
don't have to win
I
the group
agree.
necessarily.
The GOAT 1892 says Trippier's corners were poor. I agree with that. I think we needed better. They were too close to the keeper, not really giving us an opportunity. That ball in from Matt Target was what we're probably looking for when the ball's whipped in, an in-swinger onto the penalty spot. Which gives our players opportunities to challenge and win the ball. When they're too close to the keeper like that, whether the keeper gets to the ball or not, you're always looking at referees, especially like him, giving free kicks straight away. As soon as there's a bit of contact, down you go. And referees like that will give free kicks straight away. But Billy, there was some great displays there. The centre backs were superb again for us today. But Schlotterbeck for them, just an outstanding centre back.
Yeah, he's had a fantastic game, hasn't he? Both defensively and, of course, making the goal. Yeah, he's just an outstanding player, isn't he? Hard to penetrate him tonight, that's for certain. He was brilliant. He really was.
Yeah. It was a rotten time to concede, Alex, wasn't it? Just before half-time. But, we got to half-time. We saw the rest of the couple of minutes out. And then, we didn't look like we got going very early in that second half. We were expecting to come out with real fire in the bellies. It took a few minutes to get going. But then, we constantly pepper them, but it's just one of them games, isn't it, where we tried and we gave it all, it just didn't come off.
Yeah, I mean, we tried everything really. We tried bringing Willock on, we tried Murphy, we tried changing the shape, we tried playing a 2 in the middle, we tried we had to bring Target on because of injuries, we tried mixing it up in every different way. We were trying to be creative. I'm a little bit disappointed we just couldn't get our head on anything in their box. They got their heads to absolutely everything. Their 2 centre halves tonight, which are the 2 people we highlighted in the preview, were absolutely sensational. Their 2 centre halves were magnificent. Their goalkeeper was really solid as well. I feel like their 2 central defenders and goalkeeper have won them that game. They were absolutely magnificent. They are world class.
Nick Pope did keep us in it in the first half with some brilliant saves, but their keeper had to make some saves as well. Let's not forget that. It was very end-to-end most of the first half, to be honest. David R., thank you for your 199 super chat. He says, very concerned with Isak. Wilson 3 games this week, ? Yeah. He's going to have to be wrapped up in cotton wool at the minute. But anyway, we do have the match reaction with Alex and Billy to come on our Patreon page. So if you want to support the channel that way, it will be released tonight. As soon as they've done it, I will upload it to Patreon. So head across there and become a patron of the Toon Review if you want to support us that way. The link to that is in the description, but I will put it out on all the socials. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. We've had an influx of subscribers again tonight, so thank you very much for that and welcome to the channel. Thank you for all your memberships and your super chats. DK35, thank you for your $4.99. Isak, Tonali, Murphy for a while now. Horrible game look-wise, but so proud of the last half an hour. They went for it, and we just wasn't to be. But Alex and Billy will sum it up tonight. Tomorrow night we will have the review show for the game. and we'll talk about it in a lot more detail. Bill, you'll actually give the immediate thoughts right now on Patreon. The link to that halfway through the description, and I will put it out on all the socials. But thank you very much for joining us tonight, guys. Just one of them games that wasn't to be, but we can still be very proud of the lads' performance tonight. Absolutely 100%. Thank you for all the lovely comments about the commentary. Really do appreciate that as well. We'll be back tomorrow with possibly 2 live shows. If Tonali's band comes out, me and Billy will be going live and bringing you that, and we will have a chat about that. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your night, guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
How are the lads and lasses?
Come back and check on to breathe.